Hello, everybody. How's it going today? John here with Wood If I Could, Scroll Saw Design, and Woodworks. Just give me a second here. I got a feedback on my other video here. There it is. So just want to say welcome. And today I'm just be working away with cutting some wood. We all know how everybody likes watching John cut wood. But as usual, there's gonna be lots of people will come in the panel and chit chat away and everything else. I want to say hey everybody out there in the chat there. Johnny B, it's good to see you out there. I don't know what you're doing. Can't be working because you're on Facebook, YouTube right now. Hey Larry, hey Robin, and Mark, and welcome Liz. First time on the show. See ya. And I said Stace was out there too. I don't know if she's still here or not. I think she's going live right away. Hey, Doug, you want to come on? Come on, Doug. I got nobody on my panel yet. I'm waiting for everybody to wake up still. I actually just woke up. I'm running late right now, but we'll see how that works out anyway. As the link says, I'm doing Makers Rock album collab. Sponsored by Makers Rock. Go over to makersrock.com if you want some more information on that. It's actually a pretty cool project to do, and the last one we did was 2 years ago. And basically, you just get sometimes they pick an album cover, whatever genre, or I lost for words right now. Basically, take an album cover and reproduce it and give it away. So the one that I did 2 years ago was the last one we did, was Kiss Dynasty. If you want to go check, the link is actually below in the link description there. Go check out that video. It's an awesome video, and I still have to give it away. I haven't given it away because I was waiting for the next Makers Rock to come up, which was supposed to be last year. That one got canceled, so I'll be giving it away this year. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to give it away yet. I have to find it first, and then I'll clean it up and find it. I'll clean it up and I'll figure out a way to give it away. I know somebody that really wants it. Russ Meadows really wants it, but I don't know if that's going to work out because you got to get the answer right. Hey Chris, hey Nancy, hey everybody else, and so this year I'm doing Jethro Tull "Living in the Past" album. Oh, right there. It's going to be a full size album, which is like 12 by 12. And I'll be doing all this fancy scroll work all the way around it, and it's going to have a couple extra things like my other album did too. So, and like I said, go check out the you know what? Actually, let me throw this up here because I think I have it right here. Here's the link for my other video. Dun, dun, dun. There's a link for my other video. Go give that a watch and check it out. It's pretty awesome. And there's a whole collab of other makers that are involved in this. I can name a few, not all of them here. So we got Matt Haas from Awesome Wood Things, Clint Rose Carving, Desert Bum Woodworking, Every Man Builds, Fun with Woodworking, Mighty Sawdust, Ruben Woodcraft, Stevens Woodbench, Steve Carmichael, Taste the Code, Woodified, that's AJ Merrill, and Woodshop Nerdery. And the Makers Rock collab we had 2 years ago, I actually won AJ Merrill's one that he did, and he did the cover of Guns N' Roses' Spaghetti Incident. Boop, 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 there you go. And I actually I won this one, and so it's pretty cool. And he's so Matt Haas and AJ Merrill are doing the are the guys in charge of it this year. They're the ones in charge of it this year. So it's a fun project to get involved in. And so there we go. No, I'm not. The weather's changing, but I actually slept in this morning. So hey, Roxanne, how's it going? Roxanne, she's over on Facebook. It's on Facebook and YouTube now. No, I slept in this morning actually because I told Gary, said, I set my show for 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, and because usually I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I slept in. I slept until 7 o'clock this morning, so I'm running late right now. Imagine that. And so we'll see how everything's going. But go check out those other sponsors that everybody's doing the builds and stuff. Go check out the previous build videos. They're pretty cool, actually. Mark says he's still trying to figure out who he is. And so I'm going to be cutting this today. I got my basic concept for this is front and back. So there's the backer, and I got to cut out the front piece for it, overlay it on top of it. And I always like to throw in extra stuff on my albums, because like the extra that I threw in when I did the Kiss Dynasty album was I made the actual colored vinyl record for the inside of it. Now, when I find it and clean it up, I'll show it to you guys. But go check out makersrock.com and go check out all the other artists that are involved in this. And if you want to get involved in it too, just give Matt or AJ a message, send them a message, tell them you're interested in Makers Rock and get involved in it. It's pretty cool to get to. And also, two sponsors that I got. Sponsored by, see if I can do this real quick here. Sponsored by Steve Nealon at Harnell Media for all your website designs. And go check out whatificould.com. And my other sponsor is Prairie Signs, your number one sign shop in the Peace region in Grand Prairie, located in Grand Prairie, Alberta, for everything we do. So go check them out. They're awesome. Just give Steve a dingle or a call or a message if you need some website designs done, and go talk to him about doing all kinds of cool website stuff. So I don't know, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Is there anything you guys want to discuss before I get into this, or you want me to just do it? Let me know. I'm just waiting for somebody to show up on my panel. I was going to Dollar Tree, but not anymore. Why not, Robin? Go to Dollar Tree, go to your haul. I'll be on for a bit anyway. I'm pretty sure of that. Big on the weather. It's warming up. Everything is warming up and thawing outside right now. Just do it. Hey, Herb. Okay, let me change cameras here. All right. So for me to prep my wood for my cuts, this is what I do. Don't use that fancy shelf paper liner stuff. Well, I didn't go out front rocks. I just, walked from my back door to my shop. So I don't know how much water's out there. I just know that the isomite, the snow pile, the 5-foot snow pile in our backyard is a lot less now. All right, so to prep your wood, what I do is I'll cut my woods to size. I'll sand it down. 220. I'll use Glad Press and Seal, not sponsored. And I'll lay it on my wood. It goes on just like shelf paper, so it's not that hard to do. It works for some people. Doesn't work for a lot. It doesn't work for Shay. other people have tried it and they found that it works for them. I find it works for me too. And the reason I use it is because you don't have to worry about getting glue on your wood. You don't have to worry about glue residue. And when you put your pattern onto it and cut your pattern, it comes right off and there's no residue left afterwards. So there's a lot less cleanup in it. Basically, you just got to stretch it on and press it down. Then just cut your edges off. I got one more section up here. I got to put some more on too. When I overlap it, I'll just do a cut and peel. Hey, Billy, how's it going today? Oh, hey, you guys remember a while ago, because my memory is so good, that so I want all those trading cards that I had in my house. You guys wanted to see them, or Robin did. So I found them, and I just don't know what to do with them. I don't know whether to sell them or throw them away, or whatever to do with them. They said I had some weird cards. Because I remember me and Mark were discussing about these. I remember we were talking about these wacky cards. See, I don't mean the stickers left, but I do have all the backers, which make up all the panels for the bazooka gum, and I can't remember what the other one is. I think I got three full sets here. Like I said, I had E.T., Star Wars collector cards, Disney hero collector cards, baseball. I had Michael Jackson ones here too. I don't know where they went to. Flair baseball cards, Rockstar cards. You guys remember these Rockstar cards from the 80s? Maybe a Canadian thing. Rockstar cards. Loverboy, Pat Benatar, Quiet Riot, a 38 special. They're Hall and Oates. I don't know. They seem kind of lame now. It was the cool thing to do back then. Oh, look, info on the back, everything else. I should give these away with my album that I'm giving away too. Oh yeah, then mint condition Pokemon in package. Ooh, look at those. The only reason I have these ones is because they're turtles. Turtles and tortoises. I'll never know what's in those foil packets, though. Can't destroy resale value. No, no, no. Hey, Mr. Weagle. How's it going today? I am Billy. I am doing Jethro Tull, Living in the Past. So I know that the original album has like this red leather backer looking design on it. So I was thinking about actually going to Michael's and either getting some paper, some scrapbook paper with that leather look on it. I actually seen a couple designs for the backer on the front. There's like a faux leather. There's one that has like a rip through it, and it's like overlaid. I think I'll do that one, and then I'm gonna do the cut the scroll border on the outside edge for it. All this fancy filigree work, right? And then individual letters and badge in the middle with Jethro Tull on his flute. $2 to $4 a piece. Yeah, they're just collecting dust right now. I don't know what to do with them. So I'm going to start by laying out the border piece here and cutting the holes. $12.50. I'm trying to figure out which way I want this to go. I think I chose a pretty hard one because of all these cuts I got to make on this. But, you know, John likes a challenge. And for my glue, I'm not impressed with it, but it's just Elmer spray adhesive. So once you got your press and seal on there, you can spray glue that, then spray the back of your pattern, lay it down, and it does not move at all. BRB bath. You going to take a bath, Robin? You were just going to Dollarama. You were just going to go to Dollarama, then you got sidetracked. See, that's why it matters to line things up. Rushing through stuff. I just laid this on here. I know it should fit. Give me a sec. I don't know why it's not fitting. These are all the same size panels. Okay, it looks like I sized it wrong. Thanks, Billy. I saw that. It's fine though. All right, I got to resize this. Let me just pull up my Corel. Let me resize this so I can get it down properly. So I need my outside to be on my inside. Oh, I see what I did. Never mind. That's my problem. All right, let me just print some more of these off. This is always what happens with live shows all the time. Well, my lives. Hey, Jason, how's it going today? Jason, what's the weather like down in Calgary? So, what's everybody doing today? Inquiry minds want to know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys are doing today. Is anybody else doing lives? Anybody get some videos going up? All right, I got to redo this one now. This is garbage. I don't want that. I don't want this one, so I'll get it mixed up. I got to redo this. Didn't do much crafting this week. Why not? Danieletta, how's it going? Yeah, for all the crafty people out there, go check out all these cool crafting stations everybody's got out there. Robin from Robin's Buys and DIYs. Little Treasures by Nancy. Danieletta, she's got a cool show. She does all the time too. And our good friend Fabi. Oh, Doug says he put up a video. I didn't see the notification for that. I should not be so lazy and cut these. I should go grab my cutter. But I know there's going to be a lot of little tiny cuts in these. So when this is finished and completed, I'll be giving this one away next year, the next Maker's Rock. And, that's how you keep getting people to come back and keep watching you. So I'll be giving this one away next year at next Maker's Rock. And this, like I said, this year I'll be giving my Kiss Dynasty one away this year. Just got to figure out how what I'm going to do for a contest to give it away. What do you guys think? What kind of contest do you think I should do to give it away? Just like random people just answering questions, or throwing comments out there, your favorite band? Or should I just pick and choose who I want to give it to? Russ Meadows. Stack cut it? Why would I stack cut it? I know a couple of the makers are doing two, so they can keep one for themselves. But I know it's a lot of work when I did the my Kiss Dynasty one. A lot of work in that one. How do crafters see so neat? It's like the stuff you guys don't see on the videos. All the work that goes into preparing something. Now, when you guys are doing your craft videos, I know it's a different story, but I also try to recreate this as a line drawing. Just wouldn't work out for me though. Party people. Geez, Danny, it's 9:30 in the morning. You're partying already? The one thing I like about these album collabs is there's like, because there's such a variety of people doing the record albums, that you get a lot of variety of everything that people have a tendency to try and go outside their box to do. I do scrolling, and when I did my Kiss Dynasty album, that's when I started. I'm not gonna. I didn't paint the. Well, I did paint my wood. Yes, John painted wood. You can actually see it in the video where John painted the wood, and but it's because it's hard to get a gray stain that I wanted for the exterior border of it. So John painted wood. It's in the video. There's proof of it. Most of it a stain though. Kraken. Oh, I love Kraken. 6 Jimmy Junkas. That's hilarious. I haven't had Kraken in a while. I remember when it first came out. It's going to get pretty quiet on the panel here with nobody in the panel members. Herb. Mark. All right, let's try this again. Let's double check this time. Make sure it's going to line up for me. All right. Now it doesn't matter if it goes on crooked, Billy. What do I want for my front? I gotta go with this one. I like this one better. As I go, I like having a nice grain on the front of my work. Even though most of it's gonna get cut off anyway. All right, let's do this again. Press and seal. Oh, who's that? Hi, Mark is here.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Oh, it goes. I had to wake up a little bit more. I was still sitting here, didn't have my teeth in, trying to drink coffee, figure out who I am, make sure I'm legal, the whole thing. So you're doing your Maker's Rock entry.
Yeah.
I participated, I want to say in 2018, and it was a good time. I did a Frank Zappa album cover.
Yeah.
And it turned out okay. Matt Haas won it.
Oh, yeah?
And he's got it hanging up in his shop.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. The album cover, the originals, it came out in 2 different issues. The originals had fake fur for his mustache and soul patch. And then after that first run, it just went to a printed photo.
Yeah.
With just the outline. And I made it, I pocketed out and went and bought some black fake fur. So I added the fur mustache and soul patch. And Matt has it hanging up in his shop. So I'm kind of wondering how that's worked out with sawdust and a bunch of fake fur hanging on his wall.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised working with Eloy that you haven't done one every year.
I just haven't had time is my main problem. I got so many things going on behind the scenes as well as in front of the scenes. It's not even
Oh yeah.
funny.
Well, it could be funny. So you're looking up those music rock cards from the 80s? Oh, I lost them. Did we lose him or did I lose him? Well, hopefully he'll come back. What I meant was, did he lose himself or did I lose him? Was it something I said? There we go. Press and seal down properly this time. Well, it was down properly last time. He buffered.
Sorry about that. My internet connection went boop, and that was it.
Well, I wasn't sure whether it was you or me.
That was me.
Ah.
It was me. My wife's connection went down. I mean, the whole house went down. So then it just reset. And I don't know what it was.
So what do you have to do today?
Well, we're finally, both me and my wife came down with COVID over the holidays. So we are finally going over to my daughter's house and doing Christmas this afternoon. And we're doing some grocery shopping and things like that. So it's going to be a busy day.
Hey, Mike. Couldn't connect the chat for a while.
Let's see, Robin. Yeah, Robin and Nancy. Mark has left the building. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, my internet connection just died and then came back up on its own. So let's see. Robin wants to know if I paid my bill. Yes, ma'am, I did. Paid it yesterday, as a matter of fact. Me and the cable company are going to have a chat. That cable bill is getting less and less worth it every day.
Is it really?
Yeah, well, I don't watch TV anyway. I haven't sat down in front of the TV and watched a show in probably 5-6 years. And then the only show I watched was Antiques Roadshow. So, but my wife watches it, so hey, keeps her happy.
I was listening to the comedy show the other day, and they were talking about the show was called Master Debaters. It's on CBC, one of the talk radio shows here, and they were talking about pros and cons of Antiques Roadshow. Are you for it or against it? That's why it was a hilarious routine, like a debate that they were going on about it's like living in your mom's house and seeing all the cool fancy stuff from when you were a kid growing up, and trying to figure out the resale value on everything.
Yeah, and that's probably one of the problems, in that now everybody thinks everything they own that's more than 10 years old is worth, hundreds of or thousands of dollars.
Well, it is.
And it's like, dude, they made about almost, but not quite 35 bazillion of those things. They're just not worth any money. So, it's 4 years old. Yeah,
well, it all depends on whether it was mass produced, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like the Singer treadle sewing machines. Antique stores don't even want them because there were so many million of them made. They're just not worth anything. If you've got $200, you can pick and choose, Mike is wondering which album cover you're doing.
The album cover is Jethro Tull, Living in the Past.
Nice.
It's going to be fancy dancy. There's a basic layout for it.
That's a lot of cuts.
A lot of cuts. But John likes a challenge, so that's what he's doing.
Hey,
John likes a challenge. So now, ready for the 3 hours of drilling?
Yeah.
So how did you do your giveaways, Mark?
Basically, I told everybody in the video and I don't remember a phrase. I said, enter a phrase down in the comments. And then I used a random comment picker, an online random comment picker that had that phrase in it. And then I went live, did the giveaway, and it chose Matt Haas.
Oh. Billy, it doesn't matter whether it's crooked. It doesn't matter whether it's crooked on here because it's going to be straight on the album cover. Because this is just an overlay for the cover itself. Overlay. A second layer.
Mike says you best play the flute while scrolling. Yeah, I want to see. I'd pay good money to see that.
Yeah. Actually, well, I have a flute. I got a pan flute inside that I made years ago for my Peter Pan collection. And it actually works. And I don't play the flute. I don't play any flute.
Yeah. The only thing I play is the stereo.
I don't even have a stereo anymore.
Not even in the car?
No. Well, it's a radio.
Right.
Play the radio.
Okay. I still have mine. Turntable, the whole thing.
Like I wish I could play background music on YouTube.
You can, but you got to be careful.
Well, that's just it. Like, I want to play all the cool songs. Like, I want to just have this album playing in the background, but I can't do that.
Well, I know a fella who can do custom music for you.
Well, I got a second cousin up in Peace River that actually does his own original music, and there's a couple of my videos a couple of my videos actually have his music on them.
Yep.
Uh,
Eloy does. He's a songwriter, and he will write music for folks for YouTube or whatever. He did
I
all the
didn't
music on our podcast.
really.
Yep.
I did not know that. Oh, there's gonna be so many cuts in here. I'm not even gonna count them. So I know whoever wins this is gonna be like, wow, this is awesome. So much work went into this.
Some of those are so tiny. I think that drill is probably going to count as the cut, isn't it?
No, actually, no. They're all bigger than the drill bit. But
Okay.
no. Well, the sum I might have to join in together because the bit I'm using is it's pretty small.
Yeah.
It is a 3/64.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Which I know is just a hair bigger than my blades that I use. My blades that I use. My my package of blades. I had them here. I had them here so I could show everybody them. They're my Penguin Golds 001s.
Gosh.
I think they're 0.03, no 0.02, 0.028.
Yeah.
I believe they are.
That's a tiny bit. Welcome back, Billy.
I can't even see half these holes.
Ruh-roh.
They're so small, I can't even see them.
That's not good.
But I know. So we're gonna put a time limit on the show. The show's gonna only be running for 4 hours. So I'm not gonna bombard everybody with scrolling. Even though I usually go for 6 hours at a time. And I know when I try to recreate this, it's there's basically 4 quadrants of the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of copying. So I got to try and match it all the way around, right? I got to try and match all the way around.
Good luck.
Oh, not a problem.
Good morning, Charles.
Why do I want one of those scroller drills? I got there's my scroller drill right there.
Yeehaw. Yeah, really, Billy. I mean, you want to miss the fun and excitement of accidentally running a drill bit into your leg?
That's why I use a backer board. Come on, people. Common sense ain't too common, but did I see Charles? Charles is here.
Yes. I said good morning.
Charles is here. Charles will come on the panel too.
Yes, sir.
Tell us all about his woodenvisions.com.
Excellent patterns, by the way. I bought a few of them. He has some excellent patterns.
Oh, I drilled enough holes. I drilled enough holes to get me started. Because you know you guys know how John gets waylaid and sidetracked all the time anyway, so. I'd like to start with the eyes, but Let me grab a piece of sandpaper to clean the backs off. I gotta figure out where I want to start now. I don't know where I want to start. I know
With
they
the
all gotta be
eyes.
cut anyway. There's no eyes. Oh, I
I
guess
know.
there's eyes on these little fish. There's eyes on these fish here.
Well, there you go then.
I guess this would be considered it's Baroque art, isn't it? From the Baroque era.
Yeah, it not quite elaborate enough for Rococo. So yeah, probably Baroque. Nancy wants to know, do you ever get bored on a project and just work on something else to break the monotony?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Not I. That's that's a loaded question.
I was going to let you answer it and then come along and say John's whole life, his whole shop is full of projects he got bored with and moved on to the next one.
See, Nancy, this is how I get sidetracked now, right? So, let's just start off, Danny. Before I answer your question, let's just start off with okay. So I'm working on this. Where's my drawing for that one? I'm working on a wall hanging. There's a wall hanging that I'm working on right now. Okay, so there's the word grandkids. There's the bottom lettering for it, butterflies, and the names for them. So there's one project there. One more project I'm working on is I'm still working on the tablet stand for oh God, I can't remember her name now. Tablet stand. So I got these Gerber daisies cut out, and the lilies and the butterfly cut out. So I'm working on those still. I'm working on some house coat hangers for the grandkids, which here's the letters for those.
Okay.
I'm still working on Stace's keychain.
Sweet.
And all the pieces for her keychain in here.
Coming along nicely.
What else I got on the go? Oh yeah, my dragon. I'm still working on my dragonflies from it last year. I'm still working on the memorial heart planters that I'm cutting out of aluminum. So yeah, so it's not that I get bored of a project. I feel like it's more like I feel I get overwhelmed with doing all the same thing all the time, trying to work on one project. So that's why I do multiples at the same time. And like I said, there's probably at least 20 unfinished projects in my shop right now.
Yeah, Billy's reminding you about the vent covers.
Yeah, because I know we were on Shay's show. Was it last week? We discussed that. We were on Shay's show last week. I'm like, yeah. Well, see, Carrie only asked me to cut them. She didn't ask me to finish them. So they're cut. They're cut. They're not glued or assembled yet. They're not routed. They're not painted.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she only asked me to cut them. She didn't ask me to actually do anything with them.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of that myself. I'm doing a quilt rack for my wife, and it's stained. It's ready to be finished, and that's kind of why I keep looking out the window right now. I'm waiting on the fog's got to burn off. It's too humid to shoot finish. Too humid and too cold. So
yeah, I'm still working on Wes's project. The only thing left on Wes's project is I just have to frame it and send it to him. Yes, I'm Canadian. Danny. Okay, so what I'm using a scroll saw. I'm using Excalibur 21. So that means it's got a 21-inch throat from the blade to the back end, and I'm using a spiral Penguin Gold spiral blades. Let me grab. I don't know where my package is. Let me grab another package. I use I strictly use spiral blades. I don't use
Flat
flat
blades.
blades. Yeah. So I use these Penguin Gold blades. Buy them by the gross, different sizes. You got ones, 102s, 2Os, ones and threes. The biggest one I have is a 3, which I hardly ever use. And spiral blades, because you can cut any direction. And so that way, with a 21-inch throat on your scroll saw, you can cut up to 41 inches front to back. And your side length depends on how big of an area you have to work with. So currently, I probably got about 40 inches here because of all the mess on my table. But I know that I can cut up to 60. And like if I clear all this mess off over here, I can go 60 inches left to right, and then 42 inches front to back.
Very cool. I didn't realize you could cut that big.
Have you never seen? You ever watched Charles's shows?
Yeah, but Charles isn't in a corner like you are with a bunch of table around him and everything. I didn't realize you
yeah,
could
yeah,
cut
that's
that
right.
big physically with everything you have around you.
Yeah, because like my my scroll saw is in a corner desk
Right.
that I got from Goodwill for $60, and then I cut my tabletop out of the corner section of the desk so that I still got to realign it so that's flush.
Yeah.
But when there's nothing on my table, I can go 60 inches left to right.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And I'm surprised that actually more people don't do this.
I don't either. Maybe they don't realize they can do something similar, Just one of those things you never think of.
Charles says he cuts tiny. Yeah, Charles cuts tiny projects. Actually, I have seen some small stuff that he's been cutting lately, but Charles is the master of the master of large artwork.
Yeah, Charles says I cut tiny projects. Charles gets 2, maybe sometimes 3 projects out of a full sheet of plywood.
Oh, and I'm cutting 1/8 Baltic birch, only because it's going to be an overlay on the backer piece. Well, okay, guys, it's Stace. Okay, Stace, here you go. There you go. I scrolled. Okay, so the only reason it takes me so long is number one, I had to redo my pattern. I had to resize it. There you go. That's my reasoning, not my excuse.
Yeah. See, what John is a little bit different in that he comes in and does everything, does all the prep work on camera. He's not one of those guys that gets everything set up in the background and then just gets on with it the minute he goes live. He preps everything right here. Yeah, good point, Steve. Steve says, yeah, he doesn't finish right away either.
Come on, guys. I have finished projects. You've seen me finish them.
Yeah, I've seen it. All right. The first cut is finished 1 hour and 55 seconds into the live stream. So for those of you who had 1 hour, 55 seconds on your bingo cards, email contest@canuckastani.com, and your prize will be sent to you via UPS. Watch for the brown truck.
Hey, Dave Jones is here. Hey, Dave.
Morning, David.
You got a day off today, or are you actually still working? I like all the comments in the peanut gallery. Day it, Doug. You know, I'm actually pretty lucky I'm not OCD.
I like to play with people who claim to have OCD. For instance, I did a CNC router build about 3 years ago, and 4 years ago. And along the front, there is a line of screws. And I just
one at a line.
Just to play with people, what I did was measured everything out, got it all, all the screws spaced out just right, nice and even. And right just off center, like 2 screws over from the middle of that gantry, I put 1 screw about 1/8 of an inch above that line. So you go along the line, then there's 1 screw just slightly higher. And not a soul has mentioned it. Nobody.
Really?
I'll do little things like that. I'll put something just slightly out of kilter or out of whack to see if anybody notices. And not a soul has mentioned it. So I don't know if folks just aren't paying attention or if they really don't really have OCD.
David, what I'm doing, I'm working on a Maker's Rock album collab, and the cover I'm doing this year is Jethro Tull's Living in the Past album cover. So that's what it's gonna look like in the end, ish. I gotta put John's flair onto it.
Howdy do, Steve C. Steve says, I figured for sure you'd have changed your choice for the album cover pattern to Bat Out of Hell in honor of Meatloaf.
Well, I already had it chosen, but the thing is you know how much paint is on that? I don't know if you could recreate that one without painting all the wood on that.
It would be difficult.
Now, I suppose if somebody offered a commission job to redo the Bat of the Hell album cover, I suppose I could do it out of wood and stain.
I think paint has its place, but I'm not a fan. And we've got a bot in the chat, Paula
Awesome.
Alvarez.
That's my first one. I just do it over here. What? Just give me a second.
Okay.
I gotta open up YouTube to get rid of that.
Robin says she's got it.
Oh, I still got people that have princesses in my chat.
I really hope I'm misunderstanding you, Mike. You're talking about let's make fritters out of it. Hopefully not the spam. I don't know if I could handle spam fritters. Yeah, there was more than one, Robin. Oh, no.
Hey, Mr. Deering. Hey, Charlie. How's it going?
It's just 50, sir.
What's you up to?
Figured out.
Can barely hear you.
I don't know why. I'm right next to the microphone.
Oh, okay. Well, you were talking down. Looking. That's what it was.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. That's
I think
okay.
I'm just trying to be quiet, too. I don't know why. Hello, Steve C. Yeah, I've been up all night doing website crap.
Oh, fun.
Did you get it done?
I still haven't found the missing ones. I have 2021 thumbnails, 2021 patterns, but I'm still missing some that I know I had, and I don't know where they are.
So you think you're missing the important ones that people are going to order from you?
Not necessarily the important ones. I found out the other day that the most popular download has been the Barn and Riders.
Which one?
The Barn and Riders.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's exciting. From 2017 till whatever, made about $7,000.
Ba-boom.
Boom, bippy.
That'll work.
I didn't know how to look all that up, but Mr. Steve Nealon, who does my website, harnellmedia.com, helped me figure it out, analytics and stuff.
He does my website as well, and he does an excellent job. And most importantly, he looks good doing it.
Am I that hard to hear?
No, you're good now.
Oh,
You were when you first came in.
well, I'll be dang. I could be doing the Chipmunk Boys. I think we just took over John's show.
Yeah,
Hello,
we did.
folks.
So what should we do with John
We
out of the
should
picture?
sing Baby Shark, I think. No.
I want you to please lay down until that urge passes.
Welcome
Hey.
back, John.
Welcome to the Makers Rock album art collaboration, John. You want to let everybody know where they can find you?
Well, actually, you know what, guys? Why don't you let them know where they can find you at? Mark.
Right here.
Here you go.
You can find me on YouTube under Mark Lindsay CNC. I do software tutorials and projects and a shop build. And on Facebook, Mark Lindsay, and on Twitter and on Instagram, Mark Lindsay CNC. Thank you.
And what about you, Charles? Where can they
Hi.
find you at?
Sorry.
Told you.
Woodenvisions.com is my website. The Charles Deering on Instagram, the Charles Deering on Facebook. I'm not very active on Instagram though. I should be, but I'm not. And I believe that's it. And on YouTube, Charles Deering Scroll. Yeah. Sorry, I got an ashtray right below the camera.
You didn't know there'd be a visual quiz, did you?
No.
And I do know that we are all sponsored by Harnell Media.
Harnellmedia.com.
Harnell
Steve
Media.
Nealon.
Yes, sir.
For
Your
all your
one-stop
website needs.
website shop.
Yeah, buddy.
He's in the chat right now too. Hey,
And he's
Steve.
he's a patient feller, man, because I'm hard to teach, or I'm hard to. I have trouble comprehending things, and I'm not dogging myself. It's just the harder I try to understand something, I'll totally brain crud.
Charles, stop saying the word hard.
Sorry.
You overthink things too, huh? You should have seen him teaching me how to do it. Oh my gosh. Oh, and Nancy says, thank you for the baby shark thing, Charles. Now it's in her head.
You're welcome.
Your work here is done.
Is that the one that goes doot 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 doot?
Yep.
No, that's under pressure.
Yeah, I was going to say that's either under pressure or ice baby.
Midnight Scroller, Shaylee Morehouse has joined us. Hello, Shaylee.
Howdy, Shay.
Inspired by Shaylee.com. She also has her website done by Harnell Media.
And Steve, for the record, I was not sucking up. I'm just speaking the truth, man. Just speaking the truth.
Amen, yo.
Hey Shay, I thought you were gonna hang out with us on a hangout last night and scroll your elephants.
By the way, Billy did a premiere. For those that don't know, Billy did a premiere the other day about how he prepares and makes scroll saw patterns with just covering up lines with white acrylic paint. I wasn't able to catch the whole thing, but y'all check it out. The Messy Scroller, Billy Burt.
He was making patterns.
Yep. Everybody's trying to put me out of business.
Everybody's trying to put you out of business.
Yep.
You just keep making patterns, Charles, and I'll keep buying them as I need them.
Yes, sir.
See, I buy them and convert them for use for CNC and give them away as gifts and what have you. There's some pretty cool stuff. But one of the things I am going to do, I bought your Abbey Road album cover.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to actually carve that into an old record that I got down at the thrift shop. I'm going to print a label with the apple on it so it looks like it's the Abbey Road. And I'm going to hang that up. I'm going to make a clock out of it and hang that up in my shop.
Nice.
And I will, believe me when I say I'm going to talk about it in the video, recommend your site and link it and all that other good stuff.
Much obliged.
You're welcome.
Shaylee says, John, you said you were going live, so I didn't open a hangout in the group, LOL, and you never went live.
I was going to go live last night, but then I got called back into work. And then when I got back, it was too late to start anything because I was going to do this last night. This.
There's a couple years I've wanted to do the Maker's Rock, but I don't do good with deadlines.
I just don't have time. I did participate in 2018, and it was a good time. I had fun with it. But
yeah, I did. I believe 2018 is the last one I did.
Yep.
See, the first one I did was 2020. They didn't have one last year. I don't know why. Last year, I'm sure everybody would have gotten into it because of COVID and all the lockdowns.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Shay, I was going to go live, but we were hanging out last night when I got back.
Hanging out.
Did you get your elephant done?
I don't know. She said she was doing a tree elephant, and I'm pretty sure elephants don't climb trees. I mean, I could be wrong, but I've never seen one.
It's got a pretty big trunk.
I'm sure it could grab branches and stuff like that, but I think what he'd end up doing would just pull the tree over.
Billy says, I'm not even close to being a threat to you, Charles. No, it's just my way of being happy that people are getting into making patterns, or at least providing them or showing how they do them. And I playfully say that they're going to put me out of business. Russ Beard either gives them away or does them real cheap, and he's dang good. It's like, man, I do have a couple loyal people that like detail, but other than that, there's a lot of up and coming pattern designers out there, so it's a hard thing to make money at.
Okay, Nancy says Shay's elephant is so cool, very cool. It's gonna be an awesome looking project when it's done. And then Shay said, no, she didn't finish it last night. She went to bed. She's working on it now. It's being delivered tomorrow, so it's crunch time.
What? That's quite the deadline you got on that one. I can't remember what the deadline for this one is. I think it's what is the deadline for this one?
And Steve C, I am not fat shaming elephants. I think big is beautiful. I weigh over 200 pounds and I'm 5'7".
I'm just looking at the deadline for right now. I think it is. It doesn't even say on Matt. Jeez. Matt didn't even put it on the page at makersrock.com.
For more information, go to makersrock.com. Nancy says the deadline was yesterday.
No, it's not yesterday.
Dennis is here from Wood Den. Yeah, Shay says a paying customer gets what they want. Well, okay. Sure, set that precedent. So now we all have to live up to it.
I'm just trying to find it right now. I know it's on here somewhere. I can't remember when the deadline is, though. I think it was March or April sometime.
I think.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that I forgot to mention that are on as well. There's a lot of cool album covers though that everybody's doing.
That was the hardest part for me, was figuring out which cover to do, because there are a lot of cool covers out there. Billy says his
I was gonna do a Metallica one.
Okay.
I have. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
Billy says his Spock gnome was delivered this morning. I'm not even going to ask.
Hello, Dennis. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I have a couple album covers on my website.
Deadline's going to be April. Here you go. The deadline's in April, so I got lots of time to do this.
I have Blizzard of Oz with an intentional floater on the face, and Ultimate Sin album cover.
Nice.
That's only two that jump out. I don't know, but you got light detail.
Well, yeah, that's why you do something by Judas Priest.
Yeah, well, the Blizzard of Oz one isn't terribly detailed, but it does have an intentional floater on the face. There was no way to connect the lid area without it looking weird.
See, when I started this 2 years ago, doing the Kiss Dynasty one, I'm like, oh man, you know what? I want to do all the Judas Priest, all the Iron Maiden album covers. And then
yeah,
so much detail in those, like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I was going to say I've got a bunch of Iron Maiden album covers. I mainly have the Eddie portion of the covers. I don't have all the backgrounds and stuff like that, but yeah, I got a bunch of the Eddie stuff. I never listened to Iron Maiden, but I always loved Eddie.
Mm-mm.
Just remember, though, if you run to the hills, run for your life.
Okay.
That's what I hear.
But trying to revamp this website, I realized just how unorganized I had my computer storage of stuff. It's better now, but I got the ones I was looking for the other day, John. I still haven't found.
Really?
hmm
Because you had what? You had like 12 of them on your desktop you were still looking for, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I just stopped looking, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more than 12.
Oh, I don't think anybody really wants Luke Perry anyway.
Well, there was Luke Perry, there was Hodor from Game of Thrones, that's the only two that jump into my head. There was a couple of Game of Thrones characters. There was a bunch of stuff I couldn't find. I don't know what I did with them.
Oh, and all your horses.
There was a
If you
couple of them.
if you want a horse pattern, go to charlesdeering.woodenvisions.com.
Yep, I only got a bunch. That's a theme I thought would really take off, and it just never did for other people. But that's one of my favorite themes. Is one of my favorite animals. I believe I have at least one of the. I don't know if it was our album cover, Steve C, but it was Seven Son of a Seven Son poster. It's one of the ones where yeah, you'll see it if you look up Eddie on woodenvisions.com. But Steve doesn't scroll yet.
Oh, see, now I want to listen to some Iron Maiden.
I prefer Metallica if I'm going to listen to something from back those days.
I mean, back in those days.
That era, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Megadeth.
So I drove by a convention center the other day, and I noticed the sign, and apparently ABBA's touring again.
Oh my god!
ABBA got together, and they're going to be coming to Grand Prairie, Alberta.
I'm sorry.
Well, see, but I don't know. Like it's weird because a lot of huge bands actually come up here because the last time Kiss did a tour, the last time Kiss did a concert tour, they had three Canadian venues. One was Vancouver, Toronto, and then Dawson Creek, British Columbia. And Dawson Creek's an hour and a half north of me. It's in the middle of freaking nowhere. Now you try and figure out why a huge band like that is going to play in the middle of nowhere. Same as what who else has been here? Elton John played Grand Prairie. I don't know why.
Sometimes they do because of geographic location. It's not so much where you are, it's just how many people can they get to drive the distance to it.
Okay, but why wouldn't he play in Edmonton or Calgary? The capital cities, right? They like play there because everybody will drive there regardless, just to go to the mall.
Well, true, but I mean, you have situations where, like when we lived in Nevada, we had a lot of big bands come play in Reno, and Reno's basically a little cow town. But people will drive from Sacramento, some will come from Las Vegas, some will come from Salt Lake because it's a central location to tap 3 or 4 different markets. So, I mean, I get your point. They have larger venues and what have you, but sometimes it's more the draw possibilities than it is playing in a large venue. And they play the large venues too, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I also heard that Abbott Costello. Costello? What's his name?
And oh crap, I knew his name. Elvis Costello.
Elvis Costello is touring with ABBA as well. And it's funny. I seen a meme the other day. So basically, it's going to be ABBA and Costello, but they don't know who's going to open first.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
Don't forget to tip your waitresses.
It's actually not bitter cold today. It's bearable.
Oh, stop.
Well, I know I'm in Texas, but I couldn't handle Canada cold.
Yeah, I don't get it either, Charles, because I mean, I'm sure they know they're free to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, free to go somewhere else in Canada. We can't cross that border.
Sure you can.
Oh, we don't want no Canadians down here. We don't want no funny money.
Yeah, it's 28 degrees Fahrenheit. That's -2 Celsius for those of you on the decimal system.
Oh,
and
that's on the real system.
Too cold to spray finish. So that's why I'm not outside working right now.
Oh, look at that! We got a heat wave right now. So it is 41 degrees right now. Heat wave.
Yeah,
that's
quite a bit warmer than I am.
I have no idea what it is here. I'm going to check.
We've also got some pretty thick fog, so.
I always forget where you're at, Mark.
I'm in Southern Oregon.
Oh, okay. It's 45 here.
It's not the end of the earth, but you can see it from here.
Steve C said it's 12 degrees there in New York.
No, thank you. Nope. Southern Oregon, 30 miles north of the California border. I can keep an eye on them from up here. Yeah, there's one in every crowd. Nancy says it's 77 there in South Florida.
Good Lordy. I missed that.
Excuse me, ma'am, but this is the non-gloating section.
Yeah, Nancy, we don't brag about how hot it is. We just brag about how cold it is.
Let's see. Robin says it's -4 Fahrenheit where she is. No, thank you. I lived in the high desert and I had my share of sub-zero temperatures. And that's why I left when I could. I'm not going to ask you how you know that, Steve. Yeah, Nancy says she doesn't like it. She wants it to be cooler. It was 55 earlier this week. Yeah. That was one thing about living in Hawaii when we were stationed there in the mid-90s. It was a steady, boring, constant temperature. I mean, summertime averages was 85 Fahrenheit. Wintertime was 82.
Yeah, you gotta hate weather like that.
It got down to 52 one night, and I actually closed the windows in the house and put a blanket on the bed. But the advantage was the trade winds. It wasn't humid. It wasn't that hot, sticky, oppressive heat. You had to go further south to get that. was actually very pleasant, but it was boring because it was always the same thing. There was no difference between winter and summer.
To me, low to mid 70s is perfect.
I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Above about 77, I'm just kind of like, yeah, all right, fine.
Well, it's at least in Texas where I've been, when the heat is humid, it's harder to take. But when it's a dry heat, I can take it pretty high.
Yeah. Well, that was one advantage when we lived in the Nevada desert. I mean, you know, a baby's first words there are usually, but it's a dry heat.
Not like that, John. I had to stop and think, why is he chuckling? I said, oh, yeah, take it dry. Okay. I forgot his channel we were on. Okay, what are you laughing at? Hello, Kasapma, blah, blah, blah. That's probably a bot.
That's a bot.
I don't have a wrench, so.
Do your stuff, Robin.
Yes, I was laughing at that.
Sick 'em, Robin. Sick 'em.
For what it's worth, Jason Rickoloff, that guy that you're saying hi to is a spam bot.
Well, they have feelings too, Charles.
Sorry.
Yeah, right. Welcome back again, Billy. Putting on makeup. Oh my God. You're gonna have to do something, John.
What, Robin put on makeup so she can go to Dollarama?
I didn't know you had a wrench there, Steve. Yeah, she didn't get the spam bot because she was busy putting on makeup. It's like dereliction of moderator duties over mascara. Some people's kids.
There ain't enough makeup in the world for me to get pretty.
You and me both, homeboy.
But I'm a nice guy, by God, most of the time.
I'd have to put it on with a trowel and then airbrush it.
I got a mustache hair going up my nose, and I can't. Sorry.
I don't know what that is, Charles. But my nose been itching all morning long. Now my mother used to tell me that means you were going to get unexpected money. I always
don't. Any money for me is unexpected. So
I wish it would hurry up and get here so it'd stop itching. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't care how much it is.
I heard that if your palm was itchy, you're expecting money.
I'm trying to find that hair so I can pluck it, and I know it's going to hurt, but I look like I'm picking my nose trying to find it.
Well, we're not on camera, so that's an advantage.
Well, now that you said that, John will take that as a challenge.
I can put you on full screen if you want. Get a better view of it.
Anytime I see John's hands disappear, I'm stopping looking for the hair.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got it or not. Dagnabbit. If y'all aren't subscribed already, please consider it. And if you do, click on the bell, click on the word all. By God, back to you, John. Sorry.
Hit that like and subscribe button and tell all your friends.
Yes. Then
if you don't have any friends, find someone and tell them.
And right there next to that like button, there's a little, it says share. You click on share, and no, it doesn't play. I believe in life after love. You click on share, it'll open up another small window, and you can share it to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all your other social media.
Yeah, buddy. Jason Rickoloff is leaving us. Later, Jason.
Have a good one, Jason.
Shay says, I always heard if your palm is itching, you'll get money.
See, I was told that if your right hand was itching, that also means you were going to get money. But if your left hand, no, excuse me, if your left hand was itching, that means you were going to get money. But if your right hand itches, it means you were going to shake hands with a fool.
I'm afraid to ask what this means, but Billy says if your nose itches, you're getting company with a hole in their pants. Already. Wow. That's pretty specific. So I'm a little concerned.
Everybody has a hole in your pants. I mean, how would you get your legs through?
Dad jokes brought to you by Mark.
But I do has my question. Steve, see, I don't always pluck my nose hairs, but when I do, I prefer to do it on John's live stream.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that.
I have been reading your comments, Robin.
Robin says, I'm not reading, but I didn't think she wanted me to read. Darn, my nose itched yesterday. I'm sorry.
Robin says it's not good to pluck your nose hairs. Yes, it's much better to let them get a yard long and weave into my mustache. Yeah, that's much better look.
Please pluck responsibly.
Oh, Lord.
I think John took on too much with this project.
That is a lot of little detail in there.
The password is ambition.
Detail kind of scares me.
Yeah, I'm not waxing my nose. Sorry, Shay.
Yeah, sorry.
I want to see that live video.
Robin says, I read something about that before. When you pluck your nose hairs, then microorganisms can go up there and get to your brain. No.
Well, you don't go that deep.
Yeah, you just get the ones that are tickling from the outside.
I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, but I would say stop when you reach your elbow.
I'm pretty sure there's not a clear path from your nose to your brain, though.
Actually, yes, it's called the maxillofacial death triangle.
Alrighty then. Hernial media. Wait a minute.
Well, that sounds cool now.
You know, when you do Google Translate, it changes hernial media to hernial medium. Anyway, he says they do make nose hair lawnmower thingy.
Yeah, but what fun would that be?
Steve C says that goes a long way to explaining a lot. Robin, Billy says I use a nose hair trimmer, and Midnight says, yeah, it's warm. Just do it
Just
quick.
gotta do it quick, yeah.
Danielita says, I can't believe you're all still here. We're very dedicated, Danielita.
Oh, Danny, we got a bunch of diehard people doing nothing all the time. That's why they watch me hang out.
I was gonna say, you're new here, aren't you?
Yeah, we're all very dedicated to the live streams if we can make it.
Danielita probably doesn't know that John did, when he hit 250 subscribers, he did a 25-hour marathon live stream.
And did 25 projects in that 25
hours. Completed projects.
25 projects in 25 hours.
There's plenty of friends to find here, Danielita.
Oh, yes.
From scratch. Dad did them from scratch, from start to end, because I didn't even know what I was going to do. So I'm just like, hey, what do you guys want to see? What do you want to see? What do you want me to do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, see, Danny, the thing is, here, it's just a fun hangout. You know, because I'm gonna do my shop anyway, so I might as well just have some fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you are amongst friends, so you know, and like I tell everybody else, we'll treat you so many ways. You gotta like one of them. Yeah, you know, Steve has an interesting point. He says, I noticed that he didn't do a 30-hour live when he hit 300 subs.
Well, no, because that was like way too short of time. Now, when I hit 500, we might do something special for that.
Okay.
But that means Steve C has to be on the show then, since he's bringing it up. Steve.
There you go. And David at Portal Woodwork says, what I want to see is a big ass aircraft carrier.
I tried that.
I know somebody that was working on one. Charles.
What? I have one on the site, but it wasn't the right kind. I had witnesses though. I went searching. There's not really that many good pictures of aircraft carriers. A lot of them are whatchamacallit, blurry and just not good pictures.
Yeah, but you want to know the best place to get pictures of military stuff?
I'm sorry, say that again. I was multitasking.
The best place to get pictures of military vehicles is the military.
To a point, yeah. The problem is getting the right angle so you can not only see what it is, but I don't know. It to me, the perspective is off just slightly. I don't know.
Well, we are talking the military, right?
Maybe
Sorry,
I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Then again, I don't make scroll saw patterns.
Oh my God, look at that. I broke a blade.
Broke a blade.
Daniel Lita, if you're still listening, that's a drinking game. It doesn't have to be alcohol.
2 minutes in the penalty box.
I'm sure she'll drink alcohol anyway. That's why she's a crafty mixologist.
Danielita says your stamina is incredible. I don't know how much of it is stamina and how much of it is stubbornness.
That's what my wife says, though.
No,
Oh,
please.
Robin says, I work all day, then come home, shower, get ready, go live till 1 a.m., go to bed at 2, and up for 8 a.m. for work the next day. I don't have a schedule.
I remember when I was a kid and could do that. The only schedule I have is Sundays. I go live Sundays at noon on my channel. And then Tuesday evening, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern, my partner Eloy and I record a podcast on YouTube. We do about the first hour of it. Yes, the first hour of it is for the audio side of the podcast. And then after that, we do a fake ending. Then we do an after show where we interact with the folks in the chat and answer questions and then just banter and BS back and forth. That's the Trampled Underfoot podcast, Tuesday evenings here on YouTube.
Amen. And Daniel, as far as people showing up to your live streams, give it time, especially because a lot of these people go to all the live streams that, in the community to help support each other or just banter back and forth. So if you continue to come to these live streams and tell people about your channel and tell people about your live streams, then people will start showing up and it just starts growing. It can take a while, but it'll happen, I promise.
That's true. Your audience will find you.
Now you won't be able to post a link without a wrench on YouTube, but you could tell us the name. I assume your username is the name you call your channel.
Yes, that's what it is. See, she's got 1.5 thousand subscribers, but she's only got 99 videos out. Danny, you gotta get some more videos out. Just do lives. Live videos are the best because you never know what's gonna happen.
Lives are all I do anymore. I used to do project videos, but I have more fun doing lives, and I used to do them daily, but I got to get back to that.
I do lives because I don't like editing.
Same here.
Danielita is asking what I do. I work with CNC routers and CNC router software on my channel. I teach it to beginners who've never done anything like that before. And what I do is right now, every other week, I post a video on Sunday morning. Then that afternoon I go live and have a live Q&A about that video. And we just talk about, that video or any other questions folks have on the software. And it's a good time. I get a pretty good crowd, and we have a lot of fun. Then on the podcast side, we have a small following. We go live in the evenings, and it's me and my partner Eloy. I'm trying to remember our tagline. We're two guys from different backgrounds, from different generations, on opposite sides of the continent, discussing life, the universe, and everything.
Okay, folks, I don't mean to interrupt your thought there, Mark. If you copy and paste Danielita's username, type it in the search bar of YouTube, it'll take you to her channel. And so if you like what you see, subscribe over there. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, I think. I'm going to click on videos to make sure. No, she has way more than 5. So yeah, she has 1.54 subscribers. Y'all help bring that number up, and subscribe. She also has an Instagram, according to the Hoser deal here.
Oh, Steve, I think they added that a couple weeks ago. I remember. Steve was telling me about that they added that link back in there again.
Steve C also just linked Danielita's channel over there in the chat.
I wasn't able to do that because I don't have a range. On Instagram, she goes by Danielita _AFFF.
FFFF. Okay.
Just three F's.
3 F's?
Danielita, just like you see it spelled, _AFFF.
Okay, so she's not 4F.
Now, see, Danielita, this is what we do. We all try to support each other, and if we like what we see, we subscribe. Boom, baby. Thank you for posting the link, sir.
And we'll razz you regardless.
Yeah. That's what I mean when I say we'll treat you so many ways, you gotta like one of them. She's got some neat projects over here on her channel. Checking it out.
Yeah. No such thing as too nice, Danielita. We all try to support each other. And unless you're just an outright rude butt nugget, then we all try to help each other.
But we still let you on the panel, right, Charles?
Yeah.
Well,
I knew somebody was going to point that out.
Actually, I think, thank you very much, Charles, because you've just given me the new name for my garage band. We're going to be the Rude Butt Nuggets.
All right, Danielita, I just subscribed, so your subscriber number is going to pick up a tiny bit, and then as you do live streams and people join your chat, they'll tell their friends, and boom, bippy. Hello, Greg Snow Crusher has joined us. Yeah, hey, Danielita _AFFF or AFFF.
There are 3 F's.
John Bradley has joined us. Greg has joined us.
Herb woke up. Hey, Snow Crusher. Yeah, Greg, Eloy, and I were in a hangout last night trying to help Eloy get he's having, I think his hard drive died on his computer.
Oh, that's, I hate when it happens.
Yep. Trying to help him recover it.
So you've already gained, I think, 3 or 4 subscribers just by us talking about it. That's what we do for each other.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember, Danny, how your first video that I saw. I think you were on one of Fabi's collabs or Indiani's collabs. I can't remember where I saw you at first.
John Bradley. He's working on a Jethro Tull album cover.
Hey, Johnny, why don't you go over to makersrock.com, send a message to Matt Haas or AJ Merrill from Woodified, and tell them
hello,
Makers Rock album collab.
JJE has joined us, sir.
This is the cover I'm doing. And like I said, when I dig out my Kiss Dynasty album, I'll bring that and show you that to you guys, because I'll be doing these in a couple continuous runs anyway.
Awesome.
This one's only gonna be 4 hours, so another 2 hours to go on this one. Look how much I got cut so far.
Steve Nealon or whoever has a wrench, do you all mind posting a link to my channel so I can talk Danielita and some other people into subscribing if you're not already, because I might go live today.
What?
It's a weekend. It's more likely on a weekend.
All right.
You inspired me, John.
Aww.
Steve C has reposted Danielita's channel. Her name is actually Danielle, I believe, but Danielita says, my name is Daniela. I'm so glad you're here. I'm an expressive, goofy artist pursuing her master's in art therapy and counseling. I love making crafts, cocktails, and cooking. I upload videos every Tuesday unless I'm in a challenge or collab. And then she gives her email address, which is danielita.aff@gmail.com. If you go to the About section of her channel, you can find all that information. Thank you. If y'all look at the last link Steve C posted, that is a link to my channel. I hope y'all will consider subscribing if you're not already, and click on the bell, click on the word all, and I will try to do a live stream today. Now, I started out, what I was going to do to my website was to make cleaner thumbnails, but then me and Steve got to talking, Steve Neal and Harnell Media, and we're revamping the website. He's already made the logo look like more realistic wood, and the background is better than it was. It's wood now, and it used to look like kind of like leather or papyrus or whatever you call it. And I'm trying to organize patterns and thumbnails on my computer, and I have 2021, but there'll be more added. But the website shouldn't be down very long once we actually go to revamp it. We're waiting till we have it all before we, delete and reinsert everything.
Make the move.
Yeah, Steve can hush, John. Steve Nealing can word that better than I can about what has to be done for the switch. I imagine it would just be an overnight deal. I don't know.
It's usually not that long because you prepare everything in the background, and then the switch just
once you hit publish,
usually.
That's okay. Yeah. Thank you, Danielita.
Yeah, Charles and John and just about everybody is more into the handmade, handcrafted stuff over there.
Like
I'm the machine guy.
For you.
I'm the machine guy.
And Mark is smarter than he lets on. I mean, he has a sense of humor and everything, and does a lot of dad jokes. But that man knows a lot of stuff. So if you're into CNCs or want to be, check out his channel.
And so, as you can tell, I've got Charles fooled. I can do that.
But Danielita, if you want a website and pretty dang affordable and not just a 9-to-5er, check out Harnell Media, like you see it there in the chat, harnellmedia.com. He's very fair, very, very thorough, very good communicator. So there's.
And just a good guy. Just a good guy. I'm proud to call him a friend.
And if you do live streams and he likes you, he'll be in your chat. On top of all the work he does, he hangs out in the chat. Good Lord on a stick.
That means Steve likes me.
And just so y'all know, and I'm not saying this as a dig or to brag, Harnell Media does sponsor me, but it doesn't mean that I don't pay for it. I mean, I'm not trying to talk him into either way, but I'm paying for his service, but he's also sponsors my channel and my website, so I'm pretty appreciative of that. Now, I believe people like Billy Burt have their website through Steve, but I believe, and I don't know this for a fact, but I believe Billy Burt does a lot of his own work on his website. But I don't have that ability, so I only do what I know how to do, or can be eventually taught how to do.
Yeah. Well, and that's the beauty of the way Steve works. He'll do as much or as little as you want. If you're pretty experienced at running a website, he'll back off and just do the things in the background that you can't or don't want to do. If you've
Well,
never
sorry.
done it, he'll do all of it, but the
Yep.
price is on a sliding scale. So,
Well, the stuff that I've been doing is remaking the old blurry or the old blurry thumbnails and using numbers behind the scene instead of names, and that way they're
Yeah.
easier to find if somebody doesn't get an order somehow. And
Yeah.
so the stuff that has a lot of numbers or quantity is the stuff I'm doing, and then he's doing everything else. And he's helping me find stuff that I can't find, and we're working on that right now. I'm downloading a folder. Danielita says, oh, well, okay, John Bradley says, here's Chuck's website. Thank you for that. John Bradley says, I like scrolling and keep it handmade. Danielita says, oh, cool. I don't know if I can handle a website yet, LOL, but I like the idea. Well, he'll be there for a while, by God. And John Bradley says, Harnell Media never stops working. Harnell Media says, I'm working on that one that will make John C. happy. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I might know what he's talking about, but I don't know if it's a secret or not, so I won't say anything. And Billy just subscribed to you, Danielita. He called you Danny, so whatever. I just want to make sure you got that message.
yes. If you have a preferred name, Danielita, now's the time to let us know. Otherwise, we're just going to call you whatever we want.
Danny would be quicker to type and say, but I'll respect whatever.
She may absolutely hate that. So you know.
Billy says, but how can such a little thing eat 6 chimichangas, Danny? LOL. He must be watching a video of some kind. I don't know where he got that from.
I'm just trying to pull something up so I can show you some of the other albums that other people are doing. Here we go.
Yeah, go to makersrock.com, by God. I believe it's makersrock.com. I've slept since then.
The only thing on the they're not on there though. They're makersrock.com will get you the
access.
I'm trying to think of the rules, I guess.
Oh yeah, Metallica, baby.
If you want to enter.
I just recently did that Grateful Dead one.
So here's Metallica. Some of the albums that everybody's working on right now. These are the ones that have been approved that are going through. So like I said, there's a lot of different medias that everybody's working on these. So I think they're going to turn out pretty good, I think.
Sorry, John. I thought you were done. John Bradley says it's hard to keep John C. and Charles happy. Steve in. Danielita says, I didn't eat them all. Eyes bigger than my stomach. I've been there. She says Daniela or Danny is good. I'm going to probably go with Danny, but Daniela's a pretty name. And I'm not sucking up. I'm just being honest. Harnell Media says, John B., makers are a fun bunch to work with, or at least you got to be on your toes. I wish when people show those thumbnails that they would say what kind of medium they're going to work with, because I need to go through and make a scroll saw pattern for all the Metallica album covers, except the Black Album. Well, I guess I've kind of done that, but I don't know if I have it. Justice for All, probably the coolest one.
I was actually really going to think about doing the Beatles White Album.
Yeah, there's one in every crowd.
Danny says he is referring to when I said earlier that I drank too much Kraken last night and walked to the gas station and bought 6 chimichangas. LOL.
Chimichanga.
Release the Kraken. Oh, John, I don't know if you knew this, but there's now a feature on StreamYard that allows you to have background music. You can control the volume of it as well. It's copyright free.
Really?
I believe it's either under brand or something like that, but there's a group on Facebook called StreamYard Community, and that's how you find out about stuff like that, unless you're subscribed to StreamYard YouTube channel as well.
I wonder if it's as lame as that YouTube music I'm allowed to play for free.
Probably, and there's not near as big of a selection yet, but they're good at listening to feedback. And Danny says, "Oops, got to go for a little." I guess she's going back to school or class, whatever.
That or she had a sudden chimichanga attack.
Kraken, I guess, is some brand of alcohol, Robin, but I'm not sure. I don't drink, so I don't know.
It's spiced rum.
Spiced rum. Okay. Herb says, need more coffee and time to get to work.
Have a good one, Miss Danny. Catch you later on.
Later days. I haven't said that since the 80s. Billy says, first and only Makers Rock album cover I did was James Gang Straight Shooter. I freehand router carved it. Sweet. The only one I did was the Iron Maiden Trooper, the holding a flag and all that crap. I don't know what year it was I did the Makers Rock with that Iron Maiden thingy, but Robin, go to Makers Rock. I believe it's makersrock.com, but look up Matt Haas. Okay, it's makersrock.com. You may still have time to do it.
Yeah, it's the completion date is April, so I looked that up.
Okay. Harnell Media says, I did Makers Rock one time and haven't had any free time since then. But after that first time I did it, I realized I suck at doing the deadlines. And because I'll have the best of intentions, is I got to withdraw. I'm sorry. And Billy says, I consider scrolling a Deep Purple album cover this year, but too many things got in the way. Yep.
Yeah, I just went back on my channel and scrolled way back. I participated in the 2018. And
that's probably when I did it.
I did Frank Zappa Plays the Music of Frank Zappa, a memorial tribute.
Robin, if one of y'all has a wrench, Robin's asking what the website is again, but it's makersrock.com.
I'm pretty sure I put the link in the description. Just scroll down on the info.
It's postable. There you go. And Steve Nealon just posted it. I really hope all the patterns I can't find are in the folder I'm downloading right now, because if they're not there, I don't know where else to look. But Steve saves everything, in case you're like me and can't organize worth of crap.
Still pretty sure I got to hire a multimedia manager.
I had Jamie Page doing my Instagram for a while there, but I couldn't afford to keep paying him. He didn't insist that I pay him. I just wanted to pay him, and I couldn't afford to do it anymore. And I would love to have a manager to get sales of my finished pieces. I got a whole bunch of them. Robin says I'll go look. I mean, I'm sure I've watched it. I've seen them all, quote unquote, cough.
Sorry, I was multitasking.
It's all good. She said found it. Again, LOL.
What did she lose?
I guess the website she was looking for. Hell, I don't know.
Okay. Yes, makersrock.com. I did a bunch of promos for it too.
It's a good idea if you can stick to the schedule on that.
Some of them even got some views.
Yeah. Steve C says Trooper was a cool cover, Chuck. Thank you. I don't know if I have it as a scroll saw pattern or not. I know I have one very similar. Well, I know I have one very similar that says "Take my flag, I dare you," but it's the Trooper guy holding a rebel flag and it's a skull instead of Eddie. But
it was it actually got 496 views. I'm shocked.
Well, I know my Maker's Rock video is actually my most viewed video, but that's because I went on to the chat site, said, "Hey, go watch my video. Go watch my video."
well, now I got to check mine out and see.
Yeah, I did the same, John. I promo my videos in every Facebook group that won't kick me out for doing it.
Well, that didn't work out.
Because I believe it's all a game of dig me. Yeah, my highest viewed video is still that dumb masking tape and CA glue mounting method. No, it got passed. Wow.
I can't even find my album art thingy use or what's it. There's an Eddie I'm working on, Killers, but it wasn't for Maker's Rock. But I can't find the. Wow. Oh well, I can't find it. Steve C says, "Did you guys know that there's a British Iron Maiden beer called Trooper?" Cool. Arnell Media says, "My Maker's Rock is second most viewed." Nancy says, "I'm part of several Facebook books. I shared my videos on there." I think she means groups. I could be wrong. Mike Dances with Lordbark says, "Deep Purple, I'd have to go with the Stormbringer cover." Robin says, "OMG, bah ha 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 ha." We're caught up. She probably said it was more enthusiasm than I said it, but
and a bit more inflection.
Yeah.
With
probably did not say bah ha 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 ha. And Robin just posted a link to Billy's Maker's Rock video. Yep.
I had fun with the promos.
I remember one of my promos. I was dressed in a, because Steve C loves my wardrobe. I was dressed in a plaid button-up or pearl snap shirt and a cowboy hat, and I said, "As you can tell by the way I'm dressed, this is about rock and roll."
Do you remember on the old daytime TV after school? About every third or fourth commercial was for music anthology albums from K-Tel Records.
Yep.
I did a takeoff promo on that.
Or Time Life music and books and stuff.
Yes. I did a takeoff on that. I used K-Smell Records.
Nancy says, "Going to watch a movie Crazy on the Outside starring Tim Allen with my hubby later, everyone." Thank you for joining, Nancy. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, sure. Forsake us for a movie and a dude. Okay, Fine. I see where we rate. That's great, Nancy. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. No, we'll be fine. No. Don't worry about us.
Please
Nancy's
excuse
gonna
Mark.
Nancy's gonna go Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Nancy, I didn't know you were like that.
Billy says later Navy, but I think he means Nancy. Yep, Nancy even.
Or maybe he just left the Navy.
By the way, I think Dennis put out a video not too terribly long ago. I'm terrible at keeping up with people.
Not too terribly long ago.
Like within the last day or three. Somewhere in there. But they all run together for me.
Look at all the detail. Holy crap.
That's gonna
Mercy
be cool.
sakes.
That's gonna be cool as hell.
So I gotta
Detail
do-
scares the hell out of me.
Pipe down over there.
Uber.
So I gotta do seven more of these.
That's all?
Glad you have
Yeah.
till April, homie.
Yeah, I know.
Serious.
Now, everybody place your bets. We're going to have a betting pool whether or not he finishes it by April. Sorry, John. I couldn't resist. Sorry.
Oh, hey, Dennis, how's it going, buddy?
Heard when you going to get your butt over here on the panel? Sir.
Well, somebody's gonna have to take over because I'm gonna have to split pretty soon. We got a
What?
full day ahead of us.
What are you
I never
saying?
had
I'm
my
not
day.
enough?
Well, I don't know how long you had planned on staying.
I never know.
I hear you.
Oh, okay. Dennis says it was a shot, but the full video will be out soon. Okay, so y'all check it out. Wood Den. All one word. 2 Ds.
I see what you did there.
I didn't do it, but he did, but you're welcome.
Yeah, well, that's who I was talking to. Yeah.
Herb says in a minute, and Midnight Scroller Shaylee says April with a question mark, meaning yes, that's the deadline for the Maker's Rock thingy.
Did I say
Look
April?
at John.
Yeah, April.
John's starting real early, so that's a plus.
That's what I mean. Look at John getting all responsible and getting ahead of the game and stuff.
Well, okay, I
And
started.
not doing
guys,
this as a 40-hour marathon.
let's work on another project.
He's trying to outdo that 25-hour live stream. I'm going to go live till April. Oh Lord. Harnell Media just posted Dennis's channel.
I got to beat Jerry's 97-hour live. Man, I should have done this on the on a laser. Definitely a laser would have been so much easier.
I hit the wrong button.
Button what?
I hit the wrong button. Mimi Lord has joined us from Facebook. Says, "Hey everyone, just stopped to say hi. Have to go to grandson's birthday party. Going skating. Oh, I haven't skated in years." Herb says he needs makeup first. Shaylee says maybe I can do that. I assume she's referring to the Maker's Rock thingy. Billy says it'll take till April for John to finish. If he does, LOL. Shaylee says he always starts ahead of the game, then he forgets.
Yeah.
And Dennis says, yeah, on April 24. And Robin says that Sander thing is cool, Billy. All righty. And we are caught up on who's or what's its comments.
Well, he never said that this was going to be for this year's Maker's Rock.
This is true. There's your out, John.
But no, but it has to be completed by this deadline.
No.
John Nave is joining us.
Because Matt has on his website when you put your apply for it, it says I'll try and have it done. I will have it done. It'll definitely be finished by this date.
I don't know if it's just my computer or not, John, but you're roboting a little bit.
I think it's your computer, Charles.
Of course.
Sweet.
My computer's going.
Am I still sharing?
Yes, you're sharing. You're just, well, you're not screen sharing. No, you've got all three of us.
Okay.
Robin, oh, she's talking to Billy. She says, I'm watching your video. I'm not sure, but you put the wood in and it comes out sanded. That's a surface planer, Robin.
Or a drum sander, one or the other.
A drum sander.
Robin says, what is the deadline for the Maker Rock thing? It's sometime in April, is all I know, but it should be on Maker's Rock. Oh, he's talking about his drum sander. Okay, sorry. Those things are not cheap. I've looked into it.
But why would you want to sand drums?
Mark, go to your room.
I'm in my room.
Okay.
Welcome to it, Charles.
Sorry, I don't have a backup. Crack, dang it. Not crack. Why is crack?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go there. So
I figured
you're
John was
safe,
gonna giggle.
But since we've already started talking about it, we both went there. So
Figured John was gonna have a giggle fit, but he actually didn't do it this time.
Why?
I'm
Because your backup
saving
crack?
Let it go, John. Let it go. I'm clicking my heels. Ruby slippers, get me out of here. On the drum sander thing, I've got a friend. I'm saving my pennies. I've been saving my pennies for a couple of years now. I've got a friend who has a Grizzly 24-inch drum sander.
Those things are not cheap.
I'm giving him $1,000 for it.
Steve C says, ew, this is awkward. I'm not even sure what he's talking about unless it was the little thing you were going to giggle about. Billy says that was my old 10-inch drum sander. My new one is 25 inches. And yes, Charles, they aren't cheap.
Nope, they're not. I'm buying this drum sander from a friend of mine. I'm giving him $1,000 for it, which is why I'm still saving my pennies. But they're not cheap. It's brand new. It's like $2,700 plus
about
freight.
To sneeze. Excuse me. John Nave said, well, wait, I gotta.
Don't sneeze.
I'm yawning. Okay. Greg says, say no to crack. John Nave says, while I was stuck, I got hooked on Yellowstone. That show is awesome. Anybody else think so? Yes, sir, I do. And they freaking had their finale, and 1883 is still going on, but they don't have one coming this coming Sunday. But it's supposed to be a prequel to Yellowstone. They're also going to be having the 4 6s. That's going to have a spinoff. Taylor Sheridan's a good show and movie maker, dude.
I'm not going to stop Bob and Doug.
John is showing the drum sander. Yep.
Yes.
There's a nice 37-inch Grizzly drum sander, 4 horsepower.
Yep.
How many thousands of dollars?
Can't see it. It's out of focus.
It's on sale it's on sale for $8,600 right now.
Oh Lord! I'll check my change jar, but I think I'm a little short.
Yeah, but that's Canadian.
Oh, okay. Then so it's about 87 cents.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go that far.
Okay, so it's 6,800 US.
Lord, that's still more than I got.
Yeah, you hear that markup? 6,800 US, 8,600 Canadian. What the freaking? What the frick?
Well, but you also have import duties and taxes and all that other stuff we don't have here.
Just so you know, Mark, Shaylee and Doug are fixated on your bobbing. I guess you're swinging your leg or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of rocking my knees back and forth, but it keeps me occupied. It's nervous energy.
That means his feet aren't reaching the floor.
My feet are on the floor. That's what I'm pushing against, the floor.
Oh, sorry.
I'm doing it with him too, Doug.
Yeah.
I'll stop bobbing and start weaving.
Alrighty then.
Bob and weave is the best way to avoid getting shot by a sniper.
It's harder to hit a moving target.
Good lordy. Billy says my 25-inch jet is 2,300. That's better, but still a little more than my change jar is holding.
I'm thinking tax refund. Of course, I've been saying that for 3 years now. So I can continue to bob.
I don't want to block Doug on Facebook, but sometimes with his messages, I probably should.
It's for you.
What kind of stupid ringtone is that?
That wasn't a ringtone. It was something very troubling that Doug sent me. That's wow. See, Steve had to bring me into it. Steve C did. I only fiddle when I have my hoodie on.
Yeah, the drum sander I'm looking at from Grizzly is the 24-inch, 5 horsepower. It's the G1066Z, and it's it went up. It's currently listed for $32.95 plus 189 freight. So
Yeah, but you got a CNC. What do you need a drum sander for? I don't understand that.
I'm going to be doing. I do a lot more than just CNC. I do a lot of reclaimed lumber, and when I start getting into epoxy inlays, that's going to help.
Well, I believe you also have to sand CNC work, don't you?
Yeah. Well, it's mainly for prepping wood for use on the CNC. Stuff that's too wide for my planer.
Okay. I have a planer, but I've never used it. I'm kind of scared of it.
I use heck out of my planer.
Because, I don't know how to use it properly.
Yeah. Just don't put your hands inside of it and you're good.
Well, that's the one thing I knew, but I don't want to do it wrong and have it just chew the hell out of the wood. And yeah.
And just don't stick plywood into it.
I can. I'll have to find some diagrams, but I can show you a couple of pointers.
See, now
how to watch for grain direction and what have you.
I do know that James Hamilton, Stumpy Nubs, has a video on video and plans on how to build your own drum sander out of wood.
Yeah, I've got a couple of sets of plans, but when this came up, I can't turn it down. Not for that price.
John Nave says, looks great, John. Shaley says, my next tool coming is a Flex drum sander from Seiko. I want one. Damn it.
Makita has this tool. Porter Cable made one for a little while. They called it the Porter Cable Restorer, but it was kind of a light duty version of this Makita tool. It's about a 4-inch wide rotary brush on a motor. And that son of a gun, if you use a lot of reclaimed wood, that son of a gun is really effective. One of my local friends here works for a lumber company that does a lot of reclaimed woods. I mean, they go out and tear down old barns and old cabins and what have you. And he uses that Makita brush to clean up the outside before he puts it on the sawmill and resaws it. And man, that thing does an excellent job. It's really a cool tool. The problem is Makita wants like $600 for the thing. It's just nuts.
Roxanne Guthrie says, I want a CNC. Shaley, I need you to help me get one of them Flex drum sanders, please, ma'am. Thank you. And Shaley, talking to Steve C, says they sent me all the attachments, just waiting on the actual sander. Help me, Shay.
So is that Flex drum sander the same as the Genevieve one back in 10 years ago? Guinevere.
Steve C says, yeah, those rotary brushes are really cool, Mark. Doug says,
Yeah.
what did you think of that monster, Robin? Oh, he must have sent her the video. I can't go into detail. Just trust me on this.
Yeah, I just looked up that Makita rotary brush sander, and they're $539.
Jesus.
Yeah,
So it's $3,000 Canadian.
yeah, thereabouts. It's the model 9741 wheel sander, they call it.
God, I'm tired as hell.
It
Sorry.
spins a abrasive brush at 3,500 RPM while you're running it. It's very cool.
And Billy and Robin are talking to each other, so I'm not going to read them. Stace says, Monster was nasty. She must have gotten the video too.
I just wish the thing wasn't so expensive. I'd use the heck out of that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't stop me from heading over to Amazon and putting one on my wish list.
I don't even go to Amazon unless I got money. It'll depress me.
What's that site you used to go to? That finger. What is that?
Finger Hut?
Finger Hut.
Yeah. I still have an account there, but I'm maxed out on what I can afford it every month. Tommy's Workshop has joined us.
Hey, Tommy.
Now Robin's talking about Billy's tool. Mike says you can put in a flap sander, wire brush, nylon brushes, and all sorts. Doug says you're the only one that knows what we were talking about, Charles. Yes, sir, I am. And Shaylee says everything has skyrocketed. Yep. Let's go, Brandon. Sorry, that's just my personal opinion.
The brushes are expensive too. Holy criminies.
So what tool are we talking about anyway?
I'm talking about the
That rotary brush thingy.
Makita 9741 wheel sander.
Greg says you can get a rotary brush attachment for a polisher for less than $100 with brushes. Roxanne says, and shelves are getting bare. Yes.
A rotary tool.
Reason why I'm tired is I've been awake since daylight yesterday. I just couldn't sleep. Anyway.
So your rotary tool, you're talking like a die grinder?
Or an angle grinder or something. I don't know.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is a rotary brush sander. It's let's see, I'm trying to figure out. They are, how wide is it? Yeah, it's 4 3/4 inch wide abrasive brush.
So
it spins that brush at 3,500 RPM.
It's almost like a planer then.
More or less. It's kind of sort of like a power plane, but it'll strip paint, finish, oxidization. It just turns it into brand new wood, you know. And if you use a lot of reclaimed wood, it's really cool for that. But they're abrasive nylon brushes that it spins. You can get a wire wheel for like stripping metal or what have you. But they come in 80 grit, 100 grit, and 240 grit brushes.
So
and this sucker is a workhorse. It will, I mean, it'll last you forever. Keep brushes in.
Bunch of people saying "Let's go Brandon" out in the chat. I happen to have a "Let's go Brandon" scroll saw pattern. Just saying.
They're $700 Canadian.
They're not cheap.
The 9741, right?
Yes, they're not cheap. Like I said, I have a friend who works for a local lumber company that deals in a lot of reclaimed wood, and he uses one at work. So we're talking about in a commercial environment, and that thing is a workhorse.
I think a flap wheel would do the same thing, though.
I haven't had really.
But I think the brush would be more aggressive.
I haven't had really good. I haven't had really good luck with flap discs or flap wheels. I've got 2 angle grinders, and neither one of them. I mean, they do they work, but
Mike says you can use the wire wheel to raise the grain on the wood too, Mark. It's a really good effect.
Yes, I have done that. I've used the brass brush on the angle grinder, and it does a real good job. This is a bit more gentle. It's not as aggressive as a metal wheel. It's a nylon bristle brush that's impregnated with an adhesive. Not an adhesive, an abrasive. Jeez, wake up, boy.
You're abrasive, Mark.
Steve C says a rotary brush really great for doing shogi band too, Mark.
Yeah. Now I have a couple of abrasive nylon rotary brushes that you can put in a drill that I use for sanding my 3D carvings. And I have, let's see, I've got 100 grit, 120 grit, 240 grit, and 400 grit. And you just chuck them in I chuck them in a corded 3/8 or half-inch drive drill. And that works real good for sanding detail. It doesn't remove detail, but it does get down in there and get rid of fuzzies and what have you.
Stace says got to be better than the wet rag running hours.
And we something else I do, Mike, when I'm using reclaimed wood, probably the first thing I do is I set it up on sawhorses and pressure wash it. That removes a lot of junk.
Yeah, like if you have old gray fence pickets, you can make them look like brand new with a pressure washer.
Then I have a little metal detector wand like they use at airports for security. I go over them with that and remove any metal I find.
Where are we at? Billy says I use a brass brush in my drill for that. Greg says they have Scotch-Brite type brushes for those tools.
Yep.
Makita belt sanders are a beast too. One of mine is from the 80s and runs like new. That's Mike talking.
If you buy the prosumer or pro Makita brand, it's a pretty good brand. But Makita's kind of hit and miss with me. A lot of the consumer grade stuff you find in the big box stores, I haven't had good experiences or good luck with them. But if you can get into the professional or the prosumer models, they're pretty good tools.
Well, Mark and John, I'm sorry for leaving y'all hanging, but I haven't slept in so long, and I really need to try.
Okay.
But I will try to go live later. Hope to see y'all there. And John, I'm sorry I couldn't stay for yours because I just said I'm tired and all that stuff. But yeah.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, Charles.
No
Have
problem.
A good one, Charles.
Yeah, everybody out there, scroll on and let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, take care.
Billy, Rob, any suggestions? Ours are either too hard or too easy for her.
Suggestions for what? I say with much reluctance.
Well, it's like last night she has this fancy yarn roller, and she took a ball of yarn, put it on this yarn roller to make a ball of yarn.
Yeah.
It was already a ball. Why would you make a ball out of a ball?
Now, having a wife who does the same thing, I can think of several reasons, but it just depends on what type of yarn it is. Because I said that I saw my wife doing that as well. She had a ball of yarn and she was winding it onto her ball winder, a little hand crank device that actually makes a ball.
Yeah, it's the same thing as rubbing it.
And basically, it was a variegated yarn that was different colors, and it was wound into the ball in the other direction. She wanted what was on the outside on the inside, because you draw the yarn out of the ball from the center, so it doesn't roll around and stuff. So I learned more about that world than I ever wanted to know, making stuff for her. Man.
Ooh, that's going to be long and tedious.
Well, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to have to take off in about 20 minutes myself. So I'll hang here for another 20 minutes. So
Sure.
So Herb, get your makeup on, homeboy. Yeah, Greg, you have been known to spin a few yarns yourself. Robin wants to know, are you allowed to layer the pattern?
You can do it however you want.
Yep. There are people that paint copies of the cover. There are people who mold them out of clay and do, sculpt them. There are people who scroll them, carve them, just however you want to do it.
Oh, see, like I said, this is AJ Merrill woodified one that he did 2 years ago. So it's Guns N' Roses spaghetti incident, and it's layered.
Yeah. Whatever medium you want to use. If you want to do it in clay, do it in clay. If you want to do it with paint, do it with paint. You want to decoupage.
Shit, you can do it. You can do it in popsicle sticks and pine cones if you wanted to, Robin.
There you go. Toothpicks and matchsticks.
Hey, Herb.
Hello, Mark. John.
How's it going? Right. Hey, look, there's Matt Haas. Look at that. Matt Haas. Haas.
I love that because you either say Matt Haas or Mott Haas.
I know.
You never get it.
Never gets it right.
That's hilarious. Hey, Matt, how's it going? What are you up to, buddy? See, we've been talking about you for the past 2.5 hours.
For those that don't know, Matt Haas is Awesome Wood Things.
And awesome YouTube things and awesome everything.
Yeah, he's got more awesome things channels than...
I think Matt's got like five or six awesome channel things, doesn't he?
He's got more deals than the Carter's got peanuts, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to promote Maker's Rock so to get more people up on there. And I know on my thumbnail I got the how many other 12, 14 logos up on my thumbnail right now.
Hello, Greg.
No, I can't remember everybody's name that's on the
Well, why not?
because I don't know everybody's name. You probably wouldn't even know a couple of them.
I probably wouldn't.
So on the thumbnail that I did for the show, let's see, we got let's zoom in on here.
And Danny's back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Miss Danny.
See, there's the current ones that are involved in it right now. Like that, so we've got Matt Haas from Awesome Wood Things, Desert Bum Wood Turning, Blue Light Turner, Polly Got a Crafter, Sawdust, Mike Carmichael, or Steve Carmichael, AJ Merrill, that's the Blue Light Turner there, that one.
Okay.
See, I can't remember half these names. But I know there's more than that are involved in it right now. Makers Rock Collab.
Yep, it's a fun time.
It is. And the thing is, you can ask as many questions as you want. You get to know more people, and you get more involved in the community.
Danny, let me just say that I've been doing YouTube. I joined YouTube in 2010, and I started seriously posting videos about 4 years ago and got onto a schedule. Don't get discouraged. Keep going, and your audience will find you. And if I might give you another pointer, Matt Haas, who is Awesome Wood Things here in the chat right now, he also runs a weekly live stream called All Things YouTube. I haven't seen the live stream in a while because I've got other things going on those nights, but it's Monday afternoon / evening, and he will help you with the YouTube side of the house and help you find your audience, help you get noticed. So
and I know he also works with Shambhala Productions as well,
right,
and showing and teaching video editing and all kinds of cool stuff like that as well.
But that channel is All Things YouTube, and it's a very good channel. It's a very good show. He has short tips and tricks videos throughout the channel, and as I said, he does a weekly live stream where he talks about YouTube news and gives tips and pointers on how to attract viewers.
Yeah, see, because I've been on for
okay, he just jumped into the chat on that account, All Things YouTube. So I highly recommend him. And he's just a good guy too. So
because I know I've been on YouTube for 5 years now, and I only have 300 subscribers. So it's not really like for me, it's not really a big deal. I'm just trying to get information out there for people that want to do scroll saw work and basically anything woodworking that I can help anybody with.
well, another part of it is promotion, because if you're the only one that knows you're out there, you're the only one that's going to see it. So I make a joke of it, but it is the truth. I'm in a bunch of CNC Facebook groups and I post promos to my videos every Sunday when I have a video that goes live 7 a.m. Sunday morning every other week, and I have a weekly live stream at noon my time Pacific. That would be 3 p.m. Eastern. And I promote those videos in every group that will let me. So just keep working it and keep promoting it. And other people will find you. They will share. They will promote. And you will find an audience. But Matt said it right here in the chat now. There is a lot of competition out there. You have to promote yourself off of YouTube, and that means Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all kinds of stuff.
Steve, I do
And
know. Let me step in here for a sec. I do know that Jenny Sanchez from Wood Bits and Things. She basically is strictly on Facebook, and the people that follow her on Facebook and everything else all the time. She averages probably about 80 viewers a night on her live videos.
yeah, that's what I get. I get about 80. I did a live stream 2 weeks ago with Shane Peters and Rob Sandstrom where we talked about epoxy inlay work. And my peak, I had 164 people in the chat, 164 watching at once.
Dang.
And but I average anywhere I run anywhere from 65 to about 90. It just depends on what I'm talking about at the time. But equally important, Danny, when you're talking about promoting on Facebook in Facebook groups, I also visit those groups and interact with people in those groups, because I have found that if you have kind of a relationship in that group, if you're an active participant, people start thinking of you as like a buddy, and they are more likely to click a link from a buddy than they are from somebody who just comes in once a week, posts a link, and splits. So I hang out in those groups. I interact with folks in those groups. I like and comment on their posts when they're showing off a project or what have you, and develop a relationship with people. And that really helps.
I got Allie's Wooden Crafts from the UK. Hey, how's it going?
Now I'll get off that soapbox. I'm very passionate about YouTube, and so is Matt Haas. So I would highly recommend that All Things YouTube channel.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good information over there.
It's taken me quite a while to build up the subscriber base and the viewership I have, and believe me, I don't take it for granted.
Now then, right in that middle, let's pick up some.
I'm very, very lucky.
I'm gonna put just a speck of orange in it. This will give it just a little.
See, like I've said before, I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for more giving the knowledge out to everybody else. If the money comes with it, yeah, great. That's a great extra bonus, but
Sure.
It's not one of my big. I'm not working towards it.
I've told this story before. When I got into YouTube, I got into it basically to answer questions in a guitar forum I was in. And people would ask, how would you do this? How do you do that? And I figured it was easier to make a video and show it than it was to try to type all that information out in text. So when I started getting into CNC routers, I built my router from a kit, and I'm in the Facebook group for people who are building that router kit. And I started noticing that more and more people, as people find the kit and get the kit and start their builds, they had the same questions over and over again. So I went the same way and said, it's easier to make a video and post a link to that video than it is to keep trying to type out an explanation in text. And it just kind of snowballed from there.
Steve just put a link in the chat for Matt's channel.
All Things YouTube. Yep.
Cool. Tommy's starting to fight my chat right now. Oh, Tommy.
Tommy, I'd be very aware she holds grudges. She'll get you when she least expect it. That's why I'm across the pond instead over on that side. Oh, I need to quit multitasking. Pay
Oh,
attention.
Ali's in Wales. Okay.
That's still all. It's all the same.
Do what?
Still all the same.
Okay.
She says, I got 400 more cuts.
Is that it?
You'll get it knocked out. We have faith in you, Shay.
You can do it.
Just don't take no naps today. The sad deal about it, those 400 cuts will probably take her 2 hours.
Yeah, her.
Russ Meadows has snuck in.
Hello, Russ.
Hey, Russ. What are you up to?
So, what are we snacking on today, Russ?
I don't know about Russ, but here in a minute, I'm fixing to have some pineapple pork chops.
I'm getting ready to go in and make me some ramen noodles, then get ready to head over to my daughter's house.
And then watch out the feed bag gets on, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We're going over to do our Christmas get together with them because my wife and I came down with COVID over Christmas, so we isolated in the house, and we got to get these Christmas presents off the couch. So, and then we got to go grocery shopping. So I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner. I don't know if we're gonna be eating over there or what.
Oh. Oh, somebody come put this other monitor up for me today, please.
Did you get another one?
Yeah, I need 4.
Okay. Herb the overachiever strikes again.
Hey, I don't leave the house. Can't hardly walk around, so I might as
Yep.
well sit and be happy.
No, Greg, not rum and noodles, ramen noodles.
I like Greg's way of thinking.
That's what happens when you spend that much time snowed in. You start coming up with stuff like that. Drambuie and Rice Krispies, you know, snap, crackle, and burp.
Oh, Lordy.
See, we're laughing, but you know, somebody out there in the chat's going, Drambuie and Rice Krispies, you could do that. Oh, Bailey's and Rice Krispies would be good. So Shay says she needs to prep for tonight's live at some point. So no naps today. My question is, you have 400 cuts. Do you think you're going to get all 400 of those done in time for you to prep and do your live tonight? Or is tonight's live going to be a continuation of the tree elephant?
Oh no, she's actually starting a new project. Oh, she's starting a new project.
Before this one's finished? And
Yeah.
and this one's on a time crunch too.
Yeah,
She has a deadline.
exactly. Yeah.
As fast as she cuts, she'll have them those 400 done in a couple hours.
Okay. I was at I was watching her live stream when she started that elephant, and it's a very, very intricate pattern. I don't think there's more than a couple of cuts that are bigger than about 1.5 inches. They're it's a bunch of small cuts.
Yeah, because Shay show tonight, she's doing how to make wooden cards.
Oh.
Stace wants to know if someone moved her pickaxe. Yes, I did, Stace. Look behind the couch.
No, actually, it's up underneath Max's bed.
Ah, okay. John Bradley wants to know how many monitors you have.
Right now, I've got 3.
Okay.
But when I put this other one up, that'll be 4.
I think Stace is arguing with somebody in the chat who isn't arguing back. And it looks like
No. Shay, your wooden cards don't offend me. I'm just saying that you're starting another project in the middle of another one that you have to do. That's all I was saying. I was saying, oh, new project. And I'm saying, go over to Shay's Midnight Scroll, her YouTube page tonight, and watch her live, where she's making wooden cards.
Yeah, she's fixing to go get Tommy for calling her a brummie.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And that's all I'm saying. I don't want her swimming across the pond to get me.
Oh, I got faith in you, Shay. I believe you.
These are the main limbs that we're putting on. And then we're going to take our liner.
I didn't realize you were in there chatting with her, Doug. So it looked like she was arguing with somebody who wasn't arguing back, which kind of gave her that air of that person you see walking down the street yelling at themselves.
Hey, I resent that.
There was a comedian, I can't remember his name, back in the 80s or early 90s, that had a routine about those guys. And talking about how we think they're crazy, but what if they're not? What if they're speaking to somebody in another dimension? What if for every guy you see walking down the street saying nobody tells a Navy man to drink when he's had too much to drink, because only a Navy man knows when he's had too much to drink? What if for that guy there's somebody 200 miles away going, oh, shut up, you were never in the Navy, what do you know about sailors? You know.
That's true.
Ooh. Wow.
Sweet.
It's gonna take a long time.
Yeah. Especially with us yakking in your ear.
Roxy, why are you in isolation? Give me some Phoebe some line about I got the COVID.
Tommy says I'm too far away. Yeah.
Ain't no such thing.
If a
Okay.
woman's really mad at you, trust me, it don't
Ain't no
matter
such
how
thing.
far you are, she's gonna get you.
Ain't no such thing. You can run, but you can't hide.
Because we know women do not forget nothing.
Nope. You'll be laying there about ready to drowse off, and suddenly she'll roll over. And, what was that stuff you said last April?
Oh God. Yeah, my mom taught me that lesson right off the bat. I made her mad when I was younger.
Mhm.
And she fixed to hit me. I ran.
Oh, the big mistake.
She goes, yeah, big mistake, right? She goes, I'll get you. She goes, Dad will take care of it when he gets home. I said, yeah, Dad, you'll forget about it.
Oh, no.
She didn't tell Dad. 3 days later,
Mhm.
I'm standing in front of the icebox. She hit me across the butt
Mhm.
with strap.
Yep.
She goes, you thought I forgot about it, you little bastard.
Yep.
Yes, I sure did. She goes,
Yep.
learn this. Women don't forget nothing.
Nope. They save stuff up.
Oh yeah, they do.
I mean, I have a hard time remembering what I had for dinner last night. They'll save up stuff for decades.
That's how I know how far I can push Pam.
Yep. Denny says second nap time. Oh, okay.
Wait a minute, I ain't even had a nap yet. Of course, I didn't get up till after 10. Of course, I didn't go to bed till 6:30 this morning either.
Okay, it's 11 o'clock. I'm going to have to dig out and go get something to eat and get ready to head over to my kid's house. So
Yep.
thank you for having me on, John. Good luck.
Thanks for being here, Mark.
And
Appreciate
all
it.
y'all have a great day.
Enjoy your evening, Mark, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. Take care.
Alrighty. That means I got to quit multitasking now and keep an eye on the chat. Oh. Sick. Oh, no. Y'all talk about that got me yawning. Somebody bring me some coffee. Everybody saying bye to Mark. Stay says, be right back. Need to move all these rocks so I can carry on. Diggy hole. Break your blade?
No.
Well, I'm taking a drink anyway.
Fragile.
Uh-oh.
I was trying to be fancy and show you guys what it was cut out, and now it's really fragile. So I'll save those till last now.
Russ, Doug says he was sawing logs, Stace, not diggy hole. And then Dennis is saying hi, Russ, and to Greg. It's so quiet now, says Doug. Yay, Dennis. Oh, Lord. Stacy, but I'm digging a hole, not sawing logs, Dougie. Steve C says back. Welcome back, Steve. Doug says Shay could have smoked this one out by now.
Oh yeah, she could have. I'm not surprised that she didn't do it.
But where else do you get to hang out all day long and aggravate everybody? Mike says he's back, finally got his feet warm. be right back. I gotta go let the dog out.
Didn't break a blade, just came out of my bottom lamp holder. Does anybody know if Kirk from Maple Tree Studios is back scrolling? No, he's not back scrolling yet. He's still trying to set up his house, as far as I know. That's not Kirk. What's his name again? Dale. That's it, Dale. Well, there's somebody I haven't seen in a while. Mr. Rich. Rich the Beard. Actually, I haven't watched your videos of your backyard. You got that all finished yet? That's how long it's been since I've been watching your videos. Hope you guys are all keeping busy and staying warm, doing all kinds of whatever you're doing. All right, Danny, take care. We'll we'll catch you on your next live and check your videos, and I'll be getting more subscribers, and I'll be on and off all the time anyway, all this weekend. So unless I get called into work, so take care. We'll see you later. Have fun. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear, Rich. So there we go. There's what we got so far. Now I have to do so. Basically, I got 1/4, 1 corner done. So I got 1 corner done from half the corner. So now I got to do this 7 more times so I can complete the whole exterior of it. So that's going to be on the go, Project Ola. But you know what I want to do now? Yeah, because I like to multitask and do not the same thing all the time anyway. Backer, side, front. Oh, where am I drawing? Right there. Well, I can start doing the interior because this. So Jethro Tull, Living in the Past, lettering, and the centerpiece here is going to go in the center of this. So I'm not done with it yet. I'm still working on it, but I'm gonna change gears here a bit and work on this a little bit more. I'll start this section of it. But I'm only gonna be on for another 45 minutes or so, people, because I said I was gonna only be on for 4 hours this live.
Okay, I'm back.
Did you grab your coffee too and go pee at the same time?
Sure did.
All right.
He made me a ham sandwich.
A ham sandwich. I haven't had bacon yet this morning. I slept in. I slept in this morning till 7 o'clock, which is unheard of for me.
So what happens when you oversleep?
Yeah, I should have taken a page out of your notebook, eh?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't get bored with it. There's multi pieces to this. There's just so much scrolling to do. So I'm just working on another part of it. It's all got to get done anyway.
Yep.
There's extras. There's always extras with John's stuff.
No, I didn't see Beard 16 come in. Hello, Rich.
Oh yeah, he came in when you took off for a bit. But like I said, I'm only gonna be on for another 45 minutes or so. Frickin' Doug. Herb, say hi to Doug.
Hi, Doug.
He's gonna start pouting.
Hi, folks. Hi, Fred. Hi, Uncle
Oh.
BS.
That's what I was gonna do. So hey, everybody, remember how Stace said my scroll saw looks like a chicken head bobbing up and down?
Mhm.
So the other day, Carrie picked me up this little chicken. I'm like, no, I want a bigger chicken head, so I can put a chicken head on here. So I got this little chicken now. I wonder.
It'll still work.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wait, I got to tape them on there now.
I got
I
one that lights up.
I just know it's gonna screw up my my holder though.
No, you'll get concentrating too much on it, bobbing up and down.
Well, let's just see how long he lasts on there for. Just give me a second here.
He's gonna fly away.
I can't see him lasting on there too long. Let's see what happens to him.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Uh,
I heard of the funky chicken before, but that's ridiculous.
yeah. I think that's better than just the chicken head on there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna get so distracting for people. Oh my, that's hilarious. There you go, Stace. This is for you.
Billy's in the floor laughing. I can't even look at it.
All right. See all kinds of fun and games on John's shows.
That's so gonna distract you. Doug says heavy metal chicken.
The problem is he's actually throwing, like, he's got these little hairs on him. He's actually throwing them all over my work. They're dropping down.
He's molting. Doug says, Billy says he's a head banger. Doug said, bang your head.
When I grow up, I want to be a rooster.
Oh.
What's that?
Billy's comment. The chicken's losing his shit.
Yeah, that way you guys aren't bored watching the wood scrolling. Something for you to watch.
Nick Flamin' Turner said, "Take that chicken off there. That's animal abuse." LOL. And I thought, oh, and I thought it was about time someone said what someone's thinking.
I like my eggs scrambled. I like omelets.
Hey, you got to go back and watch this in slow mo.
What's that? What's that?
You got to go back and watch this in slow mo. YouTube hit a chat from Mike, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. Reading against the guidelines to show your pecker on YouTube. Roxanne's laughing so hard.
It's hilarious though.
That poor chicken is taking a beating, says Roxanne.
Oh, there's so many things I can say to that right now.
Oh, me. It's like a Timex. Takes a beating and keeps on teeth. Oh, note to self. Don't look at the screen while you're taking a drink and that chicken doing this dance. Ellie's saying LaMayo. See, where else can you come have fun on a Saturday? That poor chicken. Oh, I done read that. Nick says, at this rate, that chick will be finished before y'all. Oh, Lordy. Mama, help.
Look at this. He's all frazzled now. His hair's all coming out of him, eh?
It's like a cat that chewed on the Christmas tree.
You're like, ah! Oh my.
He won't stay in that position. Oh, I done messed this pattern up again. I knew I didn't work on the pattern today. Hello, Jerry. How you feeling today?
Hey, Jerry.
Jerry says, scrambling the eggs before it hatched.
Well, yeah, it's the best way to do it.
Billy should be right back. You gotta have some water.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely molting. I bet you he's gonna be naked by the end of doing this.
That's all right. You have a dancing naked chicken.
That's all right. I got 4 of them, so we're good for a while.
Gotta put 2 up there at a time. You're saying hello to everybody. Next, at least you ain't choking in that one. Jerry's saying I'm alive. All I'm all I'm saying. Been a rough week. Yeah, that's what Amanda said the other night. I hope you're getting the feeling better, Jerry.
Yeah, I messaged Amanda last night asking to seeing how you were doing and stuff, and she never messaged us back. Good to hear you're back up and around, though.
Yeah. Worry about you, brother. He just messaged you back, says Jerry.
Huh. Right. Thanks for the message, Amanda. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Jerry says she's been at my house since yesterday, till a few minutes ago. Robin says, "Okay, I'm all fixed now." Woot woot.
Was she broken?
No, it's bok bok. I guess she got all her makeup on. She goes, "Oh wait, I should change my pic here too." Whatever floats your skirt there, Robin. Probably got 15 terabytes herself. Billy's back also.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to a place that I never thought I'd leave. Hello, Mervin.
Mervin. Hey, buddy. Where you been hiding at?
Is that chick done, Billy says, the chick gave up and now it's looking at the sky. The sky falling. I picked a good day to start working on patterns again.
Oh, broke a blade.
Drink!
What's up with that? That's my second blade today. That's odd. There you go, Roxy. You get the hang of it now. So, Roxy, I missed your answer. Either you missed my question or I missed your answer. Did you actually answer me? So why are you in lockdown?
Mervin says, tell you what will be one fat chicken as much as he's bobbing that head.
He's gonna be lean.
Is he gonna be like he didn't take the Dolly Parton diet?
Gonna end up at Kenny Rogers Roasters. Yeah, he's falling apart. He's not gonna last very much longer.
Well, you know how you can fix that, don't you?
What? How?
Go mist him with the spray glue.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, he's going. Oh yeah. Oh, see, he's gone. Yeah, I broke him in half. He ripped in half. Oh, the poor little chicken. He's decapitated. Just his legs are left up there.
Roxanne says, oh, sorry, I missed your question. I was on my second dose of C, but I'm on the mend now.
Yeah. Yeah, so I went down last week to get my booster, and they're like, when did you get your second shot? I'm like, oh, August 16th. They're like, nope, you can't get it. I'm like, why not? Because you're 2 days too early. I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, just be thankful I'm here getting it. Nope, too early. It's not going to show up on your QR code. I'm like, fine, then put some aside. I'll be back on Monday. So I went back on Monday, and they had some set aside for me. I'm like, here, give me my shot. Yeah.
Mike says, rest in peace, chicken.
Now I got look, I got chicken nuggets now.
Mike says I snorted my coffee down my nose. We're here to help.
Too much fun. Too much fun. Well, I just got it just to make my wife happy, and then I got it just to make my mother-in-law happy, and then I got it so I can go into BC because of work. That's the only reason I got mine. Oh, these letters are so small.
You can do it.
Oh, I know. Freaking, these are what? How big are these? These are only. These are half-inch letters. These letters are only half-inch tall. Ugh. These ones are
Oh.
3/4.
I know what I forgot.
What? Oh, Merv, I never stopped. It's just I've just been too busy to actually do lives, and then wait, that's an excuse. I've been too busy working. That's an excuse too. I know they're reasons. It's been too busy. It's my own fault. Give me 1 sec. I'll be back. I'm gonna cheat on cutting these. Well, it's not really cheating. It's just taking advantage of using a flat edge. Because the thing is all the letters are flat across the whole top edge there. So basically, just run your sander across the top. That way, that way you don't have to do the whole one edge. I'm gonna cut the J off first. Cut the J out first, then I'll do the bottom edge on these ones. Oh, and I should put my zero clearance in so I don't lose these anywhere.
I forgot to let the dog back in. That's what I forgot.
You left the dog outside. Well, at least it's not Canada.
Well, it's really not cold outside. I'm just glad she's a good dog and don't run off.
Where is my zero clearance at? I don't even know.
Of course, these animals got it too easy around here anyway.
Yeah.
They're too spoilt. If anything happened to that dog, I think it'd be time for it. But the big D. Damn would shoot me.
You think?
No doubt.
Okay, can't find my zero clearance insert, so I just put some tape down to block the hole so my pieces don't fall through it.
They're on top of the filing cabinet in the little red box.
No, it's not there. It should be on my desk in front of me. I don't see it. I'll look for it after.
And Saturday's full of live shows today.
A lot of lives on today. I know I got three with minors on.
Shay's doing one tonight. Stacy's doing one here in 15 minutes.
So, well, when I'm done, go check out Stace Makes over on YouTube and see what she's making today.
Yeah, there's always something on the weekend, but during the week you can't find nothing.
That's why we end up doing our own stuff in our own hangouts.
I know it. That's why I can't get no work done.
No, that's why I can't get no work. I'm busy in the hangouts with you and Steve. Hey, Steve.
But that's what we do. We have each other's backs.
Oh yeah, Steve, you weren't at work very long today. What's up with that? Pretty quick shift.
He only works a half on Saturdays, I believe. See, that tells you we hang out too much.
Yeah. Okay, so there I got my first letter done. So now I'm gonna go sand the whole bottom edge of this here to make it easier to cut out. It's just easier. Just easier.
That's why it's easy like Sunday morning. I think they don't leave me over here by myself too long.
Okay. What multiple letters do I have here? These are gonna mark.
Jerry says, I dropped out of the cool kids club, so I never hang out anymore. Well, anytime you want to hang out, Jerry, you're more than welcome to join in.
Yeah, man. Whenever you want.
90% of the time, it's just me and Steve.
I'm there probably
About 8:30
of the time.
at night, John pops in for a little bit.
Oh, see, Jerry says he's gonna do a hangout later if he feels like it.
Where you see that at?
Steve.
Oh. Steve said, I did 5.5 hours a day, so that's 5.5 for you folks in the metric system.
Yeah, but is that real work or is that salary work?
Mike said if you're a few years ago, Swatch tried to introduce an decimal watch. I think it was 10 hours a day. Never caught on.
Ah, these are tiny little letters. Oh my god.
I'm starting to hear them voices in my head again. Oh, it's just a TV in the background.
Okay, I know these are going to try my patience.
Oh, I'm thinking about it. I need to save this.
Ah, you guys are funny.
The only club that won't have me as a member, Robin. Steve, you're always welcome to come over here too. But we know how you feel about being in hangouts. one more time.
Bless you.
Oh.
Zone bite.
Thank you, Steve. John.
Ooh, that's too big of a brush.
Whew.
Why do I do these hard ones?
I ask myself that all the time. Because you like the challenge.
Okay, Jerry, I didn't see it pop up. Of course, I ain't on that screen anyway. I'm actually trying to work today. It's been too long. That way, if Pam sees me working, she won't holler at me when she sees that other monitor.
So you think.
Oh well. It's not only her place. She got every part of the trailer, but other than where I sit all day long. Might as well make it homey for me. Right?
Yep.
Considering I'm usually sitting here, what, over 15 hours a day?
Yeah, about that.
Thinking about putting a printer over there on the counter and putting a coffee pot over here where the printer's at. That way I don't have far to go. Okay, I need another set of earplugs.
All right, everybody. So, look at that. John's actually sticking to a time limit now. Got some little 3/4 inch letters done so far. Got some more to do there. 1/2 inch ones left to do. And got 1/4 my record front done. All right, so it's a good start, honestly. So let's let me change camera. I want to thank everybody for coming and joining and watching. Everybody that was on the panel. Herb, who was all on the panel here? We had
Mark and Charles.
Mark and Charles and you. And next time we go live, anybody else come on the panel, let me know. We'll send you guys a link. And thank you for being in the chat, your questions, comments, and everything else. So up next is Stace Makes. Go over Stace Makes over on YouTube. Go check her out. And Shaylee's on tonight too. And whenever I go back on, I'll be back on. So take care, everybody. Have fun, enjoy, and we'll see y'all later.
Alrighty, take care. Y'all come